Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Man United podcast, the podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So please keep all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United related, please, people. Obviously, the main topic of today will be Omar Berrada to join as CEO. Should Manchester United fans be optimistic? We'll be discussing that. Looking ahead to the game, Newport County on Sunday, I believe it is. So obviously FA Cup. And obviously we've got a midweek game next week, Thursday as well. Obviously the reports that came out yesterday in regards to Jadon Sancho and Anthony, Manchester United, according to reports, trying to move them on to Saudi Arabia for 50 million a piece. But big up to everyone that's locked in. So whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back, hit the like button on the video. Make sure you do that. Hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share this across all of the socials as well. Make sure you follow at That's Me Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, and it is rolled to 10K on the channel. So make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. I am joined by the gang in the building. Well, 90% of the gang anywhere. Ivorian is here. Dan Sillyman is in the building. Rhino is also in the building.
Come on.
Yo, what you man telling me? Everybody good?
Blessed as always, man. How are you, my son?
All blessed. And yo, again, I know I wished you a happy birthday on the actual day, but happy birthday again, fam, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope you enjoyed your day, whatever you did.
Birthday,
you know what I'm saying?
Birthday, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
Hope you enjoyed your day,
More
whatever
life,
the case
more
may
life,
be.
more life.
Ivorian, and I know you ain't good in regards to football, but how you doing?
I don't even know if you man should be calling me Ivorian anymore, you know, because I'm thinking that I don't even feel Ivorian anymore, you know.
You just gonna call yourself Spice.
Yeah, you might as well just call me Ice Spice as well, you know, because that's how I be feeling these days, you know. It's just embarrassment, man. But yeah, I'm trying to be optimistic, innit? I'm a hopeful Ivorian fan, hoping that the other teams that fell can allow us to go through. But then again, we should be just going home and cross the road and we'll be at home. So yeah, man. But big up to everyone that's tuning in right now. Smash that like button. I know Rhino's probably pissed because he's Ghanaian and everything.
You can't be a bigger bottler than Ghana. You know what's so funny, yeah? Honestly, I'll be real, yeah. Shamelessly, I support England, innit? I'll be real. But when I was in studio, yeah, with my other Ghanaian producer, yeah. So cool, we're watching the game. Ghana 2-0 up now. So we're like, turn off this game, man. Let's go and focus on the Egypt game. So you know how the Egypt game was all crazy. They came back and then all of a sudden, boom. So then he's celebrating the last minute goal. Then he's gone to check the table. Then he's like, oh no, the table's probably wrong. Let me go and refresh it. He's gone to the Ghana score 2-2. The look that he did, he just tapped me and walked off. Yeah, walked off. And it's funny because during that game, he was standing with his hands in his pockets like a gaffer. Like, you guys better fix up this game, like. And then boom, they bottle jobs. Absolutely, I don't know what's worse, United or Ghana. It's crazy, man.
I feel for you, man. Ghana and
we still got a chance, apparently. You know, we can get third best. You know,
it's all over. It isn't all over. That is facts. You know what I'm saying? That is facts. So yeah, you lot make sure you keep up to date with the AFCON. Obviously, Victor, Jez, Prime, Steve, all of that, all holding it down on the Twitch in regards to AFCON watch-alongs as well. Prime over the moon because Nigeria went through. Jez sounded like Rhino talking about Ghana. But that being said, Jez already knew. He said from the beginning, he was like, yeah, Ghana were washed. We're not making it out. But yeah, look at everyone that's locked in. Anyway, but switching lanes from AFCON back to Manchester United. Good news, you know what I'm saying? Ivorian will start with you. Optimistic, you know what I'm saying? Omar Berrada to join us.
He's crying, he's all crying, he's all wiping the tears in his eyes.
I know what you guys are saying in the group, innit? Obviously, there is something to be optimistic about because, again, we've banged on for many years about structure and ownerships and taking ownership of the actual situation and being there and being present and getting the right people and not just that, getting the incompetent people, those who have done it at the highest level and achieved. And for the first time, the only reason why I'm saying I'm optimistic is because we've happened to poach our rivals, the Ops. We went down to the Ops' yard and said, yo, you're on my team now, you know. You are my guy these days, bro. You don't work for them now. You told them man to resign right now. Like, we got you. We got the bag. And we happened to hire the chief expert, a key staff member at City that oversees all of City's operation group for the City organization of all the other sister clubs that they own. So that's someone that's being there, is doing it at the elite level and overseeing all of City's project and ensuring that they're on track They're on target, and he's not just that. He's a businessman. It's not a person that's just only a businessman. He's been at Barcelona. He knows the football inside extremely well. I'm sure you guys have seen clips. But then again, it's all hopes, because we're hoping that he's the right man that can make the transformation as becoming the CEO of Manchester United in the summer. So that's the only reason I'm optimistic, because it's a good move. It's an interesting move from Ineos, and that states intent that, okay, we're going to put our money where our mouth is. You know, we didn't just say that we're going to come in here and try and make Manchester United great again. We're going to do it in the way that we told you. We're going to hire the right people. We're going to make rigorous changes, you know, and strew changes, and the right people to come in so we can bring Manchester United. So that's a first step in the right direction, in my opinion. You know, we're going to look at who's going to come in next, the director of football and the sporting director. But the first important thing is to get the right CEO, guys. The right CEO is the most important thing. That sets the foundation up, and then filters through to going down. You're looking at the sporting director, the director of football, and someone who will be the performance manager and analyzing the sector. Then you get down to the manager, staff, and the playing staff. So again, I'm optimistic because they're looking at Manchester United future. They're bringing in the right people, and I'm just happy that we managed to pick. We've done a steal of the century, apparently, from what the reports are saying. It's a steal of the century because they know them more than we know. We know nothing about Berrada. We didn't know who he is until Fabrizio Romano tweeted out. No, I didn't, no idea, bro. But we're just happy that we've got someone that's elite. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good start.
You know what I'm saying? Dan, we'll go to you. Same question to you. Thoughts?
Yeah, man. Like, I can only echo a lot of what my guy said, Ivorian. It was a bit of a left field one. I didn't know how I was feeling about it at first. After some time, it's sinking in a bit. Obviously, I've already said the other day, it's business, isn't it? And it makes sense, man. It is good news. We should be optimistic about it because we don't normally get these type of news popping up. Like, we get like news that we don't really want to hear, and like we're just a bit like, on this, like I don't care about this, but this is something to care about. This relates to our structure. This is a big boy appointment. Like what I've already said, man, this guy's been there and done it. This guy's got a proven track record, and I like the way Sir Jim and that have been moving thus far. Do you know what I'm saying? So hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Like I've already said though, it's like we still live in hope, innit? We've been hurt too many times. And obviously, when it comes to the manager, we all had the tees and that. I swear, Rance made T-shirts about Ten Hag. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
Heisenberg, yeah?
We were all there, like with our, you know what I'm saying? Ten Hag, bruv, yeah. And then we saw that time that. So, but it's a step in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? You're making the logical sort of decisions that you would expect one to make, you know what I'm saying? And if you're really serious about changing this club and the structure and going forward, you have to get the best of the best, like what was said. And they're proving that so far. I mean, it's only this thing, but it's like a step in the right direction, like what you said. So, yeah, man, we have to be optimistic, man. Like, why wouldn't you be? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like what you were saying the other day about getting linked to Benzema and that. It's like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? You know, there's nothing to be pissed about this news. Like, this is good news, guys. Like, we're not always negative, yeah? This is good news, man. We're positive about this, man. Come on.
And you know what's so fun? The one thing that I like the most, guys, is that we done it discreetly, quietly, and collaboratively. It's like we stole City's girl. Like, we went slide into City's DM and said, "Yo, babes, what are you saying, bro?" Like, when it comes to Manchester United.
Bro, that's a sign of what's to come, home, because
we didn't expect that.
Up until now, we've always had the strong links with certain players and that. Yeah, and it's like we're actually gonna move, hopefully, like a serious club where you don't hear nothing. Boom, man, sign on the dotted line. There's no like talks and this and that. And next week we might see some movement. Like, we've actually signed this guy out of the blue, and it's done. So that's it, man.
Yeah. Now, first, Ryder, what you saying in regards to it?
Yeah, man, I very much echo what the brothers are saying. I feel like it's definitely a very, very good appointment. We are scarred by the many times we've had hope, you know, with the managers and just under this kind of regime of the Glazers.
Sorry to cut you off.
Beyond.
I don't know what beyond scarred is, but that's where I'm at. I'm beyond scarred. I'm
We're
branded
Ian Bill
at
out
this
here.
point.
We're Ian Bill out here.
Yeah,
We've got nothing
telling you.
left.
I'm branded at this point.
I'm
You know
telling
what I'm
you.
saying?
It's
But
very,
go on, carry
very,
on, man.
very scarred, like as you guys said, and it's good that you added the extra layers. So it's like, yeah,
Big up,
man.
Bill.
But we do, you know, as always, we have to look at both sides and take the positives. The positives definitely outweigh the negatives so far, in the sense where United don't really make these kind of moves. You know, obviously we're going to think about bottleneck and think about, okay, how much freedom is the Glazers going to give for him to do his job? And obviously we could talk about that after. But yeah, in general, just hearing the news, hearing how they executed it in silence and stuff speaks volumes. It's a statement as well to the fans, to our supporters, that, you know what, we're here to mean business. Some of you might not believe in this 25% thing, but look, here's what we can do. And it's just the beginning. We're getting a lot of quotes about there's going to be many more additions to it, you know, like the director of football and the head of scouting and all of that stuff, and like a whole new structure. So this guy's got a proven track record. He's been at Manchester City. He's been at Barcelona. You can see how he speaks in terms of the interviews that have been released. He's somebody that's going to merge the football and the business side together. Whereas someone like the Glazers, they're more focused on just the commercial aspect of the club. So if somebody here can now kind of put that in sync, okay, you guys are commercially up here, even though you play bad on the pitch, let's get you good in the pitch. You know, I saw a video of him kind of analyzing, you know, statistics about certain players they've brought in and their wages, and then where they are in the league. Okay, we need to do this. This other club, they was talking about some percentage and all of that kind of stuff, which we know someone like Richard Arnold had no kind of expertise in that volume, you know. He was just a banker. So all we can do is be positive, you know. Man City fans want to be bitter and say, oh, leftovers, all of that, but he left in his own accord, and he's going from CEO to CEO. So COO to CEO. So it's an upgrade from... we are a bigger club.
Higher than the CEO is higher than the CEO.
Yeah, CEO
right?
is the highest. Yeah. So
Okay,
everyone's
so
like,
CEO.
oh, he's not our CEO. You've taken our COO. I think the CEO was, what's his name? There's the name I keep hearing.
Taxkey.
The CEO employs the COO.
So the COO is like second to the COO. So the COO is second to the CEO. Yeah, like hierarchy wise. Yeah, so it's like second in command, basically. So obviously we know that he's been dealing with not even just Manchester City, just the whole City group. So yeah, man, we can be positive, and we just now need to see what happens after he's in place. Now let's see the trickle down effect. Let's see who else we bring in. Let's see what other major moves we make. And I think summertime is going to be a key time to see. You know, I think one thing about United is, number one, the structure. We hope to see best in class in every position. And number two, let's see if we can actually get rid of players. Because in the past, Man United have bought very good players. Maybe they're wrong profile, maybe too expensive, but they haven't had a problem with bringing in players. The main problem is getting rid of players that we don't need. So if we can start to do that and start to kind of build a vision of how we want to play football, start getting the best in class on the pitch as well, it will be great. And I've been saying on a few streams, like, we always talk about systems and, but if this player had this person next to him, and I don't want to hear that. You know, we've Kobe Mainoo had an injury and he got pushed into this team in a toxic, unorganized team, and he showed his class. So class overweighs everything. If you're good, you're a baller, So we need Kobe Mainoo to be the kind of baseline for all the youth coming in, and then obviously we can now surround him and the youth around quality, experienced players of that ilk or higher. Because obviously, you know, he's very good, and maybe it's just the basics he's doing plus more, but we need to set that standard again. So if we can start to build in the next few years, and we can start to see bit by bit players coming in and all of that stuff, then yeah. So on the surface of it, good appointment. Someone's got he's got pedigree, he's got a CV. We just now need to hope that it actually filters down to the rest of the other parts, the Paul Mitchells, and we're hearing that it might be Paul Mitchell and then the other guy Blanc, and they're all going to work together. It sounds good, but, you know, is it going to manifest? So, yeah, so we just have to wait and see. So, for now, it's a step in the right direction. Simple. And so are we going to now make those steps?
Before you go, Ivorian, big up to everyone who just joined over from the raid. Big up to Lee Gunner every single time.
Yeah, big up Lee Gunner, man.
Big up Lee Gunner. I know he was on
Yeah.
with Rants. Big up to my Don Rants as well. Large
Big
up
up
everyone
Rants,
who's just
yeah.
come over from the raid. Make sure you run up the likes though. Hit that like button as soon as you land. Hit the subscribe button. This is the Manchester United podcast, so keep all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United related as well. It doesn't have to be on Omar Berrada or about the hierarchy. It may be about something else. So feel free to get your questions in, people, as well. And she
Flawless. I don't know if you saw, there was some news as well. Some guy, it's not like concrete news, but he had a theory about the whole De Zerbi thing. I don't know if you've seen it. I don't know if I can find the link.
We're going to get onto that because Eli mentioned it, and this is news to me as well. So just before we get to that, because we will, the Sheikah's put here, Omar Berrada's arrival at Manchester United is expected to be followed by the external appointment of a director of football and a long overdue overhaul of recruitment. That's from at Telegraph. Again, this sounds fantastic. And like, I'm all for it. It sounds great on paper. Now I just need to see the actions. Like Rhino mentioned it about being scarred. That's where I'm at with it. All of a sudden, these people want to act right and want to do right by the club. Sorry, I'm very skeptical. Someone said it. Someone commented, was like, "Oh, why don't you just let your guard down with it? Why? What evidence do I have? What evidence do I have to say that these people now want to do right by the club?" And
Flawless, if we were City or we were Liverpool, we'll believe in it. But we're United and we've had bad experiences. That's the difference. He's credible, and it doesn't. He's not. You shouldn't even have to doubt him because of his pedigree and what he's done. But it's United. Everyone fails at United. So but sorry to cut you off. It
was cool. All of a sudden, I'm just supposed to believe by one appointment. Yes, is the appointment a step in the right direction? Yes. Do I like the way we went about it? Also, yes, because it wasn't drawn out. It was out the blue, like Ivorian mentioned, and it's someone who has a track record. We always talk about best in class. He was very successful at Manchester City. He was very successful at Barcelona. But excuse me for being cynical, which is just in my character anyway. I don't believe these people at the club. That's just what it is. I don't believe them. I don't believe our hierarchy. I don't believe our owners. I don't believe anybody like at our football club, because I have I'm not going to drink the Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid. Like, I'm all about actions now. If Omar Berrada's here, let's say we get a DOF. I also like him in regards to someone who's been at the highest level. Let's say we get a technical director. Let's say we see more movement in the hierarchy in regards to recruitment team, scouting stuff, medical stuff, etc. Let's say they fix the hole in the roof. I'll be like, all right, actions. I'm all about actions. This all sounds fantastic on paper, and I will reiterate this time and time again. You got to perform here. What you did at City and Barcelona, fantastic for you. Now come and replicate that here. That's like signing a player who's done fantastic elsewhere. That's all well and good. Play fantastic in a Manchester United shirt. But it's what's it called? It's a great step in the right direction again on paper. But I believe it when I see it. How much power will he have? But they're saying he's the CEO. You oversee getting in a CEO, a technical director, a director of football, etc., etc. Hey, welcome, man. To you, Ramba Brazil, who says, Lee gonna sent me. Welcome. Hey, big up to everyone who's joined from the raid again, man. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. AJ says, spot on flawless. Totally agree with you there. That's where I'm at with it. I'm just very, very skeptical. Yes, Starlord. Actions speak louder than words. Now, if they do the business, like getting a DOF, a technical director, I go, okay. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, again, more steps in the right direction. But we are staircases away from where we need to be. We need more than steps. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go on.
No, add to that. I have to add to it because rightly so, Flawless is right.
Hey, staircases. We need Rocky running up them steps.
Yo, serious, man. We light years behind. That being said, speaking of Rocky, there weren't even that many steps on that thing. You know what I'm saying? There weren't even that many steps. Look at it. That shit wasn't even that many steps, and he's always running up and down it. But yeah, go on,
as I was saying, I have to co-sign what you just said. We cannot let our guard down because absolutely we've been hurt so many times. We're like that broken woman that's been cheated on, used and abused by every single man that she's met in her life. And all of a sudden, she cannot let her guard down. She can't trust you. When you tell her that you're gonna fix yourself up, she's just
emotional damage.
She no longer believes you. And one thing I have to say for you,
there's nothing worse than that, man. A woman that is just trying to treat a woman right who's been treated
wrong for the whole entire life. Cannot let her guard down anymore. Has trust issues. You get me? And one thing I have to say to Southampton citizens, like, I know that you've heard the word COO, but I want you guys to not be let down by the word COO because this guy, it was the next best in line. He was ready to be a CEO. It's just that Man City have the Tixie guy, whatever his name is, and he looks like he stepped there for life. And in a job where you feel like you're better than your boss and you want to move on to become a CEO because you've got that credentials, you've shown everyone in that business what you can do, and you've been given results, and you're now ready for it. Yes, he's in line to become a CEO. So it's not like Richard Arnold, who was handed the position because his best friend, Ed Woodward, was his right-hand man and said, you know what? You're the next person in line, you know? You don't know shit. I don't know shit. We're just a bunch of bankers, but I'm going to give you the job because you're my bedroom. Manchester United have done their due diligence. He's met Dave Bradsfield first. Then after Dave Bradsfield, he went to meet Jim Ratcliffe. Yeah, there's an actual process. And then after Jim Ratcliffe went to introduce him to the Glazers. And from there, it was a wrap. So they've done their due diligence. So he can meet the commercial side of Manchester United, and he can also meet the footballing side. So that's good for me, man. So I won't be discouraged by the word COO. He was just he was a key aspect, and I'm absolutely sure that Man City are not happy about it. They're just playing cool, you know. They're just playing cool.
And also, Ivorian, just to even add to that as well, it's very important to highlight that yes, he was a CEO, a COO, and obviously the CEO is basically he's a very good guy at his job, and they work together. But you know, this is an upgrade for him. It's a bigger club and it's a bigger job. So why wouldn't you take that leap of faith? If you do turn it around, it's gonna add. His CV is already quite fabulous. It's quite good. So if he can turn this sleeping giant and wake it up, you know, it's one of the biggest jobs in football. So give it a try. You know.
Also, Rhino, you mentioned about the what's it? I don't think this guy would be coming if he didn't have the reassurances of a team that's going to be built around with him and stuff like that, of like high up people. So he doesn't come across as someone who will be willing to just, you know,
be naive like Ten Hag and say I could do it myself.
Like, he don't seem like that. Maybe the pull of Man United is clouding him a bit. I don't know, like, because at the end of the day, Man United is still that team, that club. Like I've been questioning it, but it seems as though they still got this history and pull to get guys like this, and that's a testament. That's only a good thing, man. And history. Go on.
And again, guys,
I think that ties into it, though, Dan. In regards, go on, Ivorian, go on.
Does that kind of lower your trust issues of the 25% that we've questioned whether they will actually have total rights of the football in charge? Because as you can see, that Sheikh did post up that Ineos is the one that drove this and that disappointment of Berrada. So does that mean that, listen, they do have total in football control, you know?
Who knows, man? Time will tell, innit? But I think we have to make the most of what we have in it. We're in this situation now, Ineos.
Well, this is the first step. This is the first step of Ineos implementing their plans and saying that, yes, no, guys, we do have footballing rights. We have the footballing control. Don't be deceived because we've got 25%. And I've also heard that it's not 25%. Once certain things are put in place, one payments are gone in, it will rise up from 25 to 29%. So again, interesting. We'll see how it goes anyway.
It's interesting. I think what you said, Dan, in regards to us having that pull. One, let's just call a spade a spade. We pay big money. So that's always going to move. That's always going to turn heads. You know what I'm saying? I get 99.9% of people in the chat, 99% of people watching this, us four here, have all done jobs we don't like for the money. We've all done that. That's most people.
And also Flawless is Sir Jim, and that's Peas as well. So they're not gonna waste their money. You know what I mean? But
and also as well, you gotta think, like, people have egos. It's like, who wouldn't want to be the person to turn Manchester United around? You'll get lauded as a god. The next successful manager, forget even like CEO, COO, director of football. The next manager who is successful at Manchester United will be lauded as a god. Think about the next guy who wins as a Premier League or Champions League. That next manager, what he will be seen like, especially because it's been so long since we've been without. So let's say it's 15 years, let's say it's 20 years. And you always want to be that guy. That's why Fergie's lauded, because there was such a long stretch without a Premier League and a Champions League. And he was super successful. But even if he would have left after the first Prem, people would have still remembered him. because it's like the first league title, but never mind if you get multiple. So I think that ties into it. Hey, big up my Don Corey in the chat. You lot make sure you subscribe to Big Six Fans as well. He says, big up the chat, big up everyone sub and all. Yeah, big up Corey. If you're about, let me know and I'll send you the link, my Don. But I big up to Ryan Jew, says big up Flawless. I've been sub for a while, but never been in the chat. Hey, just keep supporting, man. Whether you're in the chat or not, I appreciate you watching, man. And you lot continue to hit the like button, run up the subscribers as well. Make sure you subscribe to the free man them here. I'm going to add their links in the title, but links are underneath in the description for Ivorian's channel, Dan's channel, and Rhino's channel as well. And there's further what Sheik said as well. This is from Ornstein. Manchester United went for Omar Berrada in the last few weeks. They did it under the radar, very discreet, quiet, quick, and sleek operation, which you don't normally associate with Manchester United. You don't normally associate with Manchester United under the Glazers, and that's because it was driven by Ineos. Hey, props to them. This is a great first step.
We usually loud. We're usually just loud about everything that we do. The whole world knows what we're doing 3 or 4 months before it happens. So I'm glad we're discreet about it.
You said Ivorian, the bomb's about
Real
to
G's
explode.
moving silence, man.
You hear the sirens. The bomb's coming. Like
exactly.
You hear the sirens weeks.
Just like what Dan just said, winners move in silence.
Silence, facts.
We do things in silence.
Like Liverpool do the silence thing a lot still, and I rate them for that as well. You know, so look how they took what's the name, Gakpo. We didn't know that Gakpo in a couple of days, boom, done.
Yeah, I don't know about you lot. I would always feel like it's envy. Like when I see other teams just quietly doing their business, and we're sitting there like being linked with freaking De Jong for the whole fucking window. And
ridiculous. Like, it's true, and I feel like that's one thing that I think as a lot of us keep it real. You know, we give credit where it's due, and we just hope that our club can get there. And because we've been such a big club back in the day under Sir Alex, and I know we were hoping that we can get to those glory days, we still have to appreciate what we have experienced. I don't know if it was this show who was talking about it. Like we're grateful to be alive at the time of seeing the trebles.
Oh, absolutely, man. I was born in the right era. Man was born into I seen everything. Oh, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Like, I think that's what helps me with us being so unsuccessful now is that, all right, it sucks now, but I've seen us win everything. Like over a long period of time, it wasn't no 1 or 2 years. Because Prime makes a great point here. That's why Liverpool fans, Lord Klopp says that's facts from Flawless. Jurgen Klopp only won 1 Premier League and 1 Champions League after being there almost a decade. Damn. And he's seen as the Messiah. It'll be similar to whoever wins United there next. Exactly. Talk to Liverpool fans about Klopp.
Klopp's cold as well. He's cold.
They don't hear no criticism of him though. You know what I'm saying? It's a sore spot for a lot of Liverpool fans. It's extremely uncomfortable conversations and Klopp's done wonders for them. But like Prime said here, he's won 1 league title and 1 Champions League. And if they built a statue of him outside of Anfield, no one would say anything. Everyone would be like, yeah, all right, fair enough, type of thing. And it is the same for United. Got a welcome man in the building as well. Leon is here. Yes, Leon, what are you saying, man? You good?
Yes, Leon.
I'm here, man. I'm here. I'm just finishing it. Yo, it's a crazy day. I'm just finishing this food. And then I'm going to jump straight up in the office and that. So you man carry on talking. What have you covered so far? Go for it.
Only the Omar Berrada to join the CEO. That's it.
Yeah, we haven't heard your thoughts, bro.
We're back.
Your thoughts.
We're back, people. We are back. You know what I mean? Yo, 1 second. Let me just go in the cupboard right now, people.
And take a seat.
Here, man? We got the Ray nephew, people. We're going to get lit tonight. We're back, innit?
Listen, it's on deck all the time.
Yeah, of course, bro. Do you know what I mean? Of course, that thing's dangerous. You got to keep
I know Flawless is ready for the disclaimer, but listen.
Disclaimer.
Put it up. Put it up, Flawless.
Drinking water.
Just calm. Yeah, you my drink, yo. That's calm. You know what I'm saying?
Uncle Ray, man.
Do you want to sponsor? Hey, shout me.
Yeah, exactly. And also, people check out Ragatonic.
We didn't plan that, by the way. Me and Leon did not plan that. I promise you. We didn't plan that.
Yo, we don't drink often, man. Just for people watching, we don't drink on a Tuesday at 4:30. Trust me, 5 o'clock. Yeah, but with the Omar thing. Oh, by the way, big up Danny on his 40th birthday yesterday as well. Big up, man.
Yeah, man, big up, man. Big 50 in that. Looking young.
I look 40.
With the
I look 40.
I'm not going to answer that. But yeah, with the Omar thing, I think it's good. Obviously, there's many more pieces to the puzzle. We definitely need what's the order we're looking at? A sporting director and a head of recruitment as well. And we need to be patient because it's not going to be an overnight thing. Nuruddin was on Saeed's stream, the Straight Jacket, yesterday, and he said it perfectly, man. it's going to be about 3, 4, 5 year project. So Man United fans,
I
be
need to
patient.
watch that, Leon. You know, I've been meaning to watch that. I want to know his opinion.
He's
I know
always
how
going to keep it real, man.
He's going to keep it
yeah.
real because
He is
I like
Mr.
narrative.
Structure, you know.
you don't get overnight. You don't get overnight success. It doesn't work like that. So you just gotta put the pieces in place. What we need to hope for this summer is that we do clear out those 4 players that I keep talking about, which is Bruno, Rashford, McTominay, and Maguire. I know some people don't like Dallo. I know some people don't like Martial and blah blah blah. But them 4 key pieces generate a lot of money and allow us. Like if you move them 4 out and you bring another 4 or 5 in, that completely changes the way that we play, which the fans get their short-term thing. But I think in regards to the structure and many things, just got to give it a bit of time because these guys have got to bed in together. I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't mind, like I keep saying, a manager I've not heard of. And I'm starting to look into this Girona guy. I wouldn't mind someone who's young and hungry like that as opposed to Ancelotti, De Zerbi, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I think it's a good move, man. Hopefully we can... something good can come from it. And hopefully he doesn't get locked up as well, because I know he's going to be involved in that little thing. I don't care what anyone says.
No, he wasn't there before that, from what I've been reading. I said,
bro, they all
he
know
was
what's
hired
going on.
after all those nonsense. So we were right. We had to do our due diligence.
That wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me if we hire him and then he gets caught up in that case.
Typical. Oh, we tried. You know that? Oh, we tried. Like,
it would be very stupid of Ineos to hire someone that's been involved in that. So they had to do their due diligence.
Ivorian,
was you involved?
Ivorian. This is Manchester United talking about. Stupid is our middle name. You know what I'm saying? How many stupid decisions have we made? Like, let's keep it real. Like we are more than capable of making stupid decisions. Like that's why I'm very, very, very skeptical, extremely of this. Like I say, sounds good, sounds great. I go one further, and it's caught everybody's by surprise. But it's no shock that Nuruddin has stated what he stated. I've not even spoke to him about it or seen what he said, but I know he's like calm. It doesn't mean we're back. Like it don't mean we're back. But again, a great step.
Don't get twisted. If you get the right people that are very sick at their job, it can take quicker than people might think.
Of course,
absolutely.
Process, yes.
Absolutely. It can make you a competent unit in terms of recruitment, without doubt. Like that's what it is. But it's about getting the right people. It's one like, all right, go and get the rest is what I'm saying. But yeah, we'll see what goes on.
And don't get twisted as well. I think Ryan mentioned it earlier about that clip. There's a clip of my man talking about contracts and stuff like that, or whatever. Don't get twisted and don't be surprised when this guy comes in and just gets rid of Bearman, because you got to remember the wage structure is mashed up as well. Everything is very mashed up.
Yeah, I see something, Danny, about players need to perform within 1 to 2 years.
Yeah. All of that. This is ruthless records. This is ruthless business, brother. This is what you need for a club like Man United, bro. Real shit.
And don't be surprised if he pulls up Maguire first, because he didn't want him. Man says like, nah, this is too much. Yo, Maguire, we need to talk straight up. Like,
don't think if big man coming with big money for like Casemiro and Bruno and stuff like that, man will not hesitate to just ship them off. Like
I'm with it.
I hope so.
Because man is saying in the chat, obviously Cameroon are playing and Onana's been dropped. It's like someone said it in the chat. Our manager should have done that, but hey, like.
I was just going to echo that. Like these.
Get the Cameroonian manager in, man. Get the Cameroonian manager
Get him in. What's his name? Get him in.
Guys, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. You don't want that problem. You know what that problem?
I've got goalkeepers are techie, bro. They're stiff, they're paused, but they're very bad, man. I thought Onana was bad. They all come from the same, bro. Bro. I was warned about them keepers, I said, Onana might change. Bro,
I tried to back him for the culture, fam. I tried to back him for the culture.
Yo, the continent of Africa has produced some of the best players we've ever seen. Goalkeepers is not one of them.
This is what I heard. Black goalkeepers and black refs, they don't work.
No, shout out the guy at AC Milan, though. The guy at AC Milan's all right.
What's his name?
Mignon, but he plays for France. So we're talking about guys who actually say I'm African and I pay for an African team.
Oh, have you guys seen that meme? Have you guys seen the meme? Yeah, when Onana's like, I can't go from the best goalkeeper in the Champions League to the worst goalkeeper in the world, and then they start playing all these flops and that. It's funny.
Bro, the way he speaks with such confidence and vim as well. Like, I'm like, he's not that guy, bro.
He's not that guy, man. Unfortunately.
I'm all for being confident, but keep your head down and stop making mistakes.
Yeah, match it on the pitch.
The thing is with AC, with Mike Mignon, he's just always injured. For a goalkeeper, he's supremely injury prone. Every time I go to watch AC Milan, he's injured.
Is
And it
it?
seems he's injured for a long period of time.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Mhm.
He missed the
And-
Euros.
and-
No one know
and
more
let's-
injury prone players.
And let's
He missed
be
the World
real.
Cup, and he's been injured this season, and he was injured last season too.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, go on, Ivorian.
Yeah, let's be real. Every black keeper that I've encountered in football have fell off by the time that he reached the age of 30. It happened with Dida, one of the best black
Yeah,
keepers
Dida,
we've ever had.
yeah.
He fell off. You know, you look at Tim Howard when he first came in at Manchester United. He was great.
Why?
And then he fell off after his
Right.
What about
divorce.
the other goalkeeper, the Chelsea one? What's my man's name?
Mendy.
Mendy, he was great at
Mendy
the
was
start.
decent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Best keeper in the world. Fell off.
Really fell off.
Ivorian, do you know why? it
Why
is?
though?
Ivorian.
Why? Go on, tell me.
Because
Danny-
when they
Danny's
come
gonna say
here,
something.
they stamp anything on the passport. These men are not 30.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's like that Don who was, what's it called? You tried to claim he was born. What did he try and do? Claim he was born in 1990 and his mum died in 86. Like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, figure that one out.
Oh my gosh.
Figure that one out. Did you not see that meme flying about?
I
Yeah?
saw that
he
meme,
claimed he was
but-
born in 90s. It's like, yeah,
No, I
it's
need
like,
to
yo,
find that
claims he
one.
was born in 1990 and his mum died in 86. All right. Bet. You know what I'm saying? Hey, big up
I need
all
to
our
do some
football
research on that,
family
see
in the
it's
chat
true.
as well, man. Big up to Ola. Make sure you go subscribe to his channel. You can catch him on the AFCON watch alongs on
Big
the
up, Ola.
Twitch as well, people. Make sure you do so. But yeah, African goalkeepers are not really the best. They're really, really not. Oh yeah, Eli, this is news to me. Thoughts on links with De Zerbi? Seems like the Potter links have died down and they've moved on to him. I'll let the rest of the man them give their thoughts, but he's better than Potter, I'll say that much. We'll go to you, Dan. Thoughts on this, De Zerbi? You've been linked with. I'm not sure. If anyone knows the source of this,
Zerbi.
please let me know as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I think obviously it's an attractive option in terms of a lot of people love the way he.
Sorry
sets
to
out
cut
his
you
game.
off as well. Just to clarify, the guy made it clear that it's not a guaranteed source or anything. It's just his opinion. It was
it's
the
just
guy's
an opinion.
opinion,
Alright,
basically.
who's
Yeah,
the
so
guy who
everyone's
said
kind of running with it. I'm going to find it now for you if
Alright.
the chat don't find it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go on. Again, people, this is
Yeah.
just all rumors. This is nothing concrete. Go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think many people will be pleased with that link because they want to see a certain style and certain brand of football and stuff like that, which we're not getting with your boy Ten Hag and that. But I mean, to be honest with you, like for me personally, I don't really know or care sort of thing at this point who we get next. It just needs to be someone who can do the job. Like, and we have to rely on these new guys to hire the right person. That's their job. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be real with you. At this point, where we're at currently right now, I don't have the foggiest, man. Who would be the ideal candidate? I don't know. I'm hearing all these different names. I hear it. I hear all of them. I do my little Googles and that on some of these guys. I'm like, okay, yeah, it sounds good. But again, it sounds good on paper, a lot of these things, like what you were saying, Fleur. So, yeah, bro. I mean, we've been there, done it. We've had all these managers. So up to this point, bro, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I don't know what the answer is. We ain't got the answers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't.
You ain't
We ain't got the answers, man. So shit, man. Whoever floats your boat, guys, man. I mean, someone who can just do the job, bro, and has the minerals to be a Man United. Because, like we were saying, a lot of people, Man United have that pool, but can they handle the pressure?
Yeah.
All the managers we've had haven't been able to handle the pressure, man. That comes
Facts.
along with Manchester United, the name, the brand, the legacy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the biggest job, you know what I'm saying, in world football, man. So we see man capitulate at this club in terms of the players, the managers at all levels. So yeah, man. I mean, any manager that comes in that gets the right backing and support and right platform to succeed, I think many people could come in and do that job. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, maybe not. It's just a shot in the dark. We don't know, innit? We don't know, innit? So yeah, bro.
No, first, what you saying, Ivorian? De Zerbi.
The Zebra.
The Zebra, you know. That's definitely not complimentary, but go on, carry on.
No, the reason why I'm saying that is because yes, I commend and I applaud the job that he's done at Brighton. Yeah,
Man,
he's
like
done a
a different kettle of fish,
he's done a very good a very good job at Brighton, but so did Harry Potter, Graham Potter himself, yeah. And you look at him when he got the opportunity to step up and manage a team like Chelsea, a big club, and he just fumbled. My worry is that the Zerbi, handle that pressure of Manchester because it's a huge step. It's a huge step from here to all the way down up there, you know. That's a big, huge step.
We're not a step up. We're mid-table.
We are a step up in terms of like the pressure to manage Manchester United. I've seen a lot of managers. I've seen a lot of managers age 10 years within 6 months of managing Manchester United. But the pressure is huge, you know. And of course, if the right support is there, then yeah. But my problem is that I don't think we should be looking at him, you know. We should be looking for someone who's doing it at a higher level. Yeah. Even though, like, for example, I'll give you an example. You've mentioned the Girona manager who's fighting for a title in La Liga. You've got Xavi Alonso, who's also fighting for a title, and he's a nice young prospect manager that's got huge potential as well. Yeah, the Zebra's been here in the Premier League, but you look at Brighton right now. Brighton are also struggling as well. It doesn't mean that he can do a job here. And again, there's a lot of managers who are worthy of the job, but only a few gets chosen. You know, only a few get called up, and I don't think the Zebra can be that guy for us, man. Yes, done a good job at Brighton. That's Brighton. This is Manchester United. That's a big step. It's a big step. And he might crumble, you know. I want to see him at Spurs where they're used to bottling it, you know, and see if he can manage a club like Spurs, you know, a mid-table. We've been in a situation where we've seen a manager do well at a mid-table club, like, for example, Moyes, and gets called up to a big job and crumble easy like a cookery. So, like, we'll see in it. Like, I'm not up for it, you know. I've never really entertained the Zebra's links. I don't think he can do the job here, you know. I just don't, you know.
Like Florence said, we're so scarred, yeah. We've had all these managers shit. We've tried different things. At this point, bro, who knows, innit? We just have to.
Like I said, as I stand by it, you have to have done, like, the bar for entry still has to be higher than what De Zerbi's done. And De Zerbi has done, I think he's done a very, very good job at Brighton. Plays very good brand of football. He's done very well. But surely the bar, the entry, the criteria has to be higher. Like, when did the criteria? Just because we're terrible don't mean you lower the criteria.
Then who then? Like, who?
What else if PhDs and criteria? What else if
Like,
PhDs and
there's managers
people,
out there? Look at what Andrew's doing at Spurs.
people are looking for
managers. No one suggested him.
Come on,
do you know what I think it is?
Mm.
You know what I think it is, yeah? I think we need to, you know, like a manager will try and come and implement the style of play at a club, yeah? So they'll say, this is what the philosophy I want to do. These are the profiles of players. We need the board and the man them upstairs to have a long-term vision of the way they want to play football and then fit the managers around that, just like we have the manager who has a vision and then fits the players around it. So that's what we need. So really, I don't care about names. I'm just like, what's the vision long-term of what you want to do? What style of football do you want to play? Because then it's easier to slot everything in. Do you know what I'm saying? And everyone gets hung up on names and stuff like that, yeah? I just want someone who wants to come prove themselves. Like, this guy's come over and he wants to prove himself. Why don't we get a manager who has that same mindset, and then we're not stuck on like, he did this in the past and he did that and da 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 da. So
yeah, I think, in my opinion, I think it works a bit both ways. I think we can get someone that's not really known and he wants to prove himself and show certain foundations that can potentially, once you put a good structure around him as well, good style of football and good profiles brought in, it can work. And at the same time, I think someone with maybe good caliber. I know there's a lot of people talking about like people like Hansi Flick and stuff like that have actually won stuff, that have a style of play. So I think it can work both ways. So as long as it's in line with the vision of Ineos and the direction they want to go as a club, I'm with Leon. As long as it just works. Bring someone that knows what they're doing and they're going to have all the facilities and the structure around them to do what they to excel at best. And that's it. Then we're good to go, you know.
You explained that perfectly. It's that balance between both. That was perfect. You know what, though? To Banjo in the chat as well, would I take Mourinho? I would take Mourinho, yeah, on a short-term contract for just vibes. But I would say to Mourinho, yeah.
How much of that Ray Nephews you had?
No, he's had 2 shots, bro. I can see his eyes are dilated, bro.
You know what it is? I'm having a bit of fun with it. I'm not being real. I'm not being real. Why
are you smiling? Why are you smiling?
I was drinking this in the gym. This was it, man. This was it.
Hey, but what for England though? Marino to England. What are you lot saying?
Okay.
I think you'll cook. You know, I think you'll cook at England. Still, I can't lie.
He ain't gonna come in on
I'm already done with Gareth Solskjaer, bro. We don't need another boring football man. I just want to add one thing here. I think it's very important for Man United to establish what brand of football they want to play. What's our philosophy? Yeah. Because we shouldn't go for a manager based on their philosophy. We should be going for managers based on our philosophy. Exactly. Do you match our principles? Because once we figure out how we want to play, then we can go from there, man. Because we've done it so many times of adopting another manager's philosophy. Like, for example, we hired LVG based on his philosophy and scrapped our beliefs. We hired Jose Mourinho based on his success and etc. and the way he plays and scrapped the Manchester United's way. And we've done the same thing with Oli based on vibes and all that kind of stuff. And the same thing with Ten Hag. We brought him in because he's a disciplinarian. He plays this type of brand of football. Nah, ditch that. Let's focus on ourselves. Fix ourselves up like a broken woman. Focus on ourselves. What is wrong with us?
Do you think? Do you know what? To echo what you're saying, I think that's where it's key that the people that are going to do the footballing side set that standard, you know, and then it's all up to them to reinstall it and that. So, because all of these managers that have come in have not had good structure around them. So exactly. There's never been a direction.
What Rhino's saying. Do you know what we need to do, guys? Yeah. And you're probably not going to like when I say this, yeah? We need to find what our style is because we don't have a style as a club. Our style was winning. Yeah. We didn't have a clear style of how we played.
I'll take that though. I'll take that winning all day.
People will describe it as this. It was exciting football and we crossed it in and we scored goals. It's like, bro, we need to refine that a bit more if we're going to
modernize it. Yeah.
Successful, it wasn't. Obviously, teams had systems, but it wasn't such a system game, which
it's more pragmatic, isn't it?
You just wanted it more.
Like Sir Alex Ferguson played multiple different ways. Every team wasn't the same. His teams in the 90s were not the same as the early 2000s. The early 2000 teams were the same as the late 2000 teams. If you look at the teams like Tevez, Rooney, Ronaldo, them interchanging is much different to having Giggs. Yeah, but that's much different to having Giggs and Beckham on the wing.
Yeah,
like
the game's systemized now, fully systemized.
Yeah, it's system. So that's where the CEO and the CEO and the deal need to go. All right, this is the way we are going to approach it. Like that's what a director of football is, bro. And then you go get a manager who fits, and then everybody is on the same page, and then goes and recruits for said side. Rather than, I've said it before, names is the wrong way to go about it. As fans, we can discuss names. Or who do you want to go and sign? Oh, I want such and such. For them, it shouldn't be names. It should be, no, I want this profile of player. All right, we want a striker who does this, this, and this. I say this all the time. Okay, here's a list of 5 to 6 strikers who do all of these things. All right, cool. Then you look at valuation, age, injury record, where they play, like at the end of the Premier League, as well. Mentality and things of that nature. Too many.
And to echo that flawless as well, that's why that video that I watched when they're comparing what other teams do and seeing what the best formula will be is good. They're seeing, okay, how can we beat all these teams? Tottenham, I think they mentioned Tottenham, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Man City. I see them comparing where they are in the league, what players they've brought in and all of that. So, and how it kind of all adds up. Like, so it's very all these, everything that we're saying, that's what we hope for, man.
To pinpoint at Manchester United, like that's what it should be. You should all be able to look at a player that plays at another club and goes, that's the Manchester United player. We can all pinpoint a Manchester City player. Easy to pinpoint a manager, whether you rate the player or not. It's easy. Same way with Liverpool. We can all pinpoint a Liverpool player who's going to fit what Jurgen Klopp is trying to do, whether you rate him or not. That needs to be the way forward. Or that's a Manchester United player. All right, cool. And then but again, this is basic stuff because we're talking De Zerbi. Brighton have this. You can pinpoint a Brighton player. Easy. Same way, even further down the table, you can pinpoint an Everton player. We all know what Sean Dyche wants. Easy to pinpoint.
McTominays. He wants a bunch of McTominays.
Well, you know what's mad? You know what's embarrassing as well? You know what's mad as well? Even at Villa and West Ham and places now, they've got their systems all set up. They're doing it now. Do you know what I mean? So I noticed, because people say my dad's a West Ham fan, innit? And he was like apprehensive in the last few seasons. Shit, December, innit?
But even them being linked to McTominay, it's like, oh yeah, I get why Moyes wants McTominay.
You look at Souček and you look at McTominay.
You look at Martin Noble.
We all understood why he wanted him in that team. And you know what? He would have got a tune out of him.
Exactly. And I can see the difference. This is why as well it goes back to my point of it's going to take time, because if you look back at West Ham, when did it change? It changed when Pellegrini came in. And that was a while ago. You could see the difference in the kind of players that they were buying. I'm not surprised they bought Alvarez and Kudos in the summer because they're set up correctly to do that. They've bought players that we haven't heard of before, and they've done good business. We need to also do things like they bought Skamaka, sold him on. Do you know what I mean? We don't know to hang on. It's like things like, even if we end up buying a kid for like 10, 20, 30 million and he goes for 60, that's how we should operate to generate funds, as opposed to rinsing out our academy and just having a high wage bill. Do you know what I mean? So that's how we should run.
Like Ryan G said,
Absolutely,
they're
bro.
Portuguese and he's a Wolves fan. You know, they were fitting at Wolves.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, you know.
How come Wolves can do that? We can pinpoint for everybody else. Doesn't matter if you're at the top of the league, you're chasing top 4, you're top 8, top 10 like Chelsea, you're lower down the league, or you're battling relegation. Like, we can pinpoint for most teams and go, oh yeah, you fit such and such. Even like we all said, McTominay, we don't rate him, but I understood why Moyes wanted him at West Ham. I fully got it. As much as I think he's a terrible footballer, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I think you could have done better in regards to who you go and get, but it makes sense in regards to what you have going on over there. Hey, Kaneki, don't worry about it, man. Kaneki, if you're on socials, hit me up, fam. Hit me up. If not, I'll shout you on Twitch. But if you're on socials, at me, man. You know what I'm saying? I need to chat to you anyway, but it's all good, man. No stress. To Mr. and Mrs. who says, so far, Ten Hag has not done anything at Manchester United that no other managers couldn't do or better this season. He needs to put his stamp on this team. He's had enough time now. I know there's some people who are new here. Just to clarify, we're all here pretty much Ten Hag out.
Yeah.
Like, nobody really backs Ten Hag and says he's the manager for us. I know there's new people here. He's awful. He needs to be gone. Not just him, but he needs to go alongside the vast majority of these players. And just quickly on De Zerbi, I'll say it again, it's about the bar for entry for me. De Zerbi's done a very good job at Brighton, but doing a very good job at Brighton gets you the Manchester United job now. Is that what we're saying? Like, for real? Like, is this what we're doing? It's not like we're signing a player from Brighton, where it's a manager. And we watched Graham Potter, who did a very good job at Brighton, fail at Chelsea. But don't get me wrong, is De Zerbi a step up from Potter, in my opinion? Yes, but is he would I be over the moon about that appointment? No, I would not be, because he's never been at this level before. And I don't want the first time you've been at a high pressure, not only to win, but win trophies. I don't want that to be at Manchester United. You must have been under pressure to succeed somewhere else. At Brighton, he's not under pressure to succeed. If they play good football and they can win one game in 2 months and no one bats an eyelid, that's cool, because it's Brighton. You don't win 2 games in a row at Manchester United, it's a crisis. It's the talk. Like,
well, here's the thing, Flawless, yeah?
Go on.
Exactly. I was just going to say, add to your point, you're talking about De Zerbi, aren't you, right? Yeah, so here's the thing, yeah? These are the key points now in this season where you see what a manager's about. If you were considering De Zerbi, you're like, show me what you can do from now to the end of the season. You've had a little bit of a poor run. Let's see if you can push in that top 6, 7. Then prove to us that you are of the pedigree. When you're under pressure, you can turn it around. Because then we don't end up in scenarios right now. Our manager's under pressure and no one in here can see how he's going to get out of it. Another competent manager looks at it and goes, cool, don't worry about that, guys. We win the next 4 games. We're pushing up in the top 4. We're going to make a run for it. Just like Liverpool nearly caught our ass last season. Do you know what I mean? So, like, exactly. Liverpool, that's the pedigree of the manager. Liverpool were in the dumps and they nearly caught us last season. We crawled over the line last season. Do you know what I mean? So, I want managers that are a bit more, they can turn it around and they can work under pressure, because our manager right now is folding different.
It comes with mentality, innit?
Yeah, go on, Deb. Go on.
No, I'm just saying it comes with mentality and having balls in it and being able to cope with the pressure. Like, clearly we've seen Ten Hag can't do that, and that's why he's not the guy for Man United. So more than anything going forward, we need someone who can sustain the pressure. I think is one of the main criteria.
We don't need someone who's crying, saying, "Oh, when I get free players,"
and someone who changes stuff up.
I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, oh yeah, Leacher, yeah, Martinez is the reason we're when he comes back and Luke Shaw comes back, the season's going to be saved. I'm like, so what if it? So tell you what, brethren, yeah, what if it doesn't happen like that? Then what are you going to say?
Yeah, plan B.
Idiot.
Yeah, and like that's it. And even Ten Hag, he's someone who's been at somewhere where there was pressure to succeed, and we're watching him fail. That goes to, like, there's levels to pressure. When you're at Ajax, don't get mistaken, Ajax are a massive club. You know what I'm saying? Some of the best players we've ever seen have played for Ajax. You are under huge pressure to succeed there. And we've seen it we've even seen it this season, the way the fans will react when the team is not performing well. And we're watching someone who succeeded there under pressure come here and fail. Because that Manchester United pressure is different. I can only Real Madrid, Like, yeah, it's like
I think
that's the only
those
thing
are
I
the
can.
few jobs.
They're the two
High
who I
pressure.
can look at. And don't get me wrong, like Liverpool, Arsenal, yes, you are under immense pressure to succeed. But in particular, Manchester United and Real, its spotlight is on you. Look at this Omar Berrada guy that we've spoken about. He is now a household name.
Yeah. Guess
Nobody
what?
knew who he was before this.
His
Bear in
following
mind,
has
he's
gone
been at
up.
Manchester City. Yeah. Bear in mind,
Twice
he's been
now.
at Manchester City and Barcelona during two of the most successful periods for those sides. And nobody knew who he was. He's not even officially joined Manchester United. He is now a household name. Guarantee he trended on socials.
Yes.
Guarantee he's still trending on socials. You're still now
Just
that
for
goes to show.
United.
And he's not even here yet. He's not even here yet. He's not even made a move. He's not
good
even made a
point.
statement. He's not even come out on the podium and said, yeah, I'm taking over. This is my plan. There's been no written statement. And already you are the talk of the town. Not only content creators, mainstream media, socials, WhatsApp groups. You're the guy now that everybody.
You know what I'm guessing, Flawless, based on what
Yes.
I've read about him and how his demeanor seems, I feel like he will be able to quiet the noise as well. So once he's in, I think what I'm assuming, maybe what I'm hoping a bit, is he'll just work in silence and it will just calm down. You know, everyone kind of forget about it after a while. Yeah, so that's what I'm hoping, yeah.
And
I
also,
feel like he's got that kind of mentality, yeah.
I like his mindset, man. From what I'm hearing, innit?
Yeah.
I don't know too much. I'm not going to speak too soon and get gassed on that. Innit? I'm definitely not busting the Ray tonight, so people relax. But I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that with him, I like the mindset. Like, you was already successful there. You can kick back and chill. You could maybe have like a team underneath you and make more money where you are. But you said, you know what? I'm going to take this challenge on. Do you know what I mean? I like that. I really like that. So, but I ain't going to speak too soon because it's still 25% ownership. And the game's still there, so I'm not going to get too gas, bro. I'm not going to get.
But to add to that is the fact that we've done it in January, mid-January. There's plenty of ample time for us to set a team up for him. You know, that's one thing I like. Imagine if it was because Manchester United will do things in a bang in the middle of the transfer window where there is not that much time to even strategize about who you're gonna get, how you're gonna play. We know now who our CEO is. So our CEO has 6 months to plan ahead, which is great. We would have preferred him to be in the job right now so he can start the job and get the ball rolling. But he's got 6 months to plan, 6 months to discuss to plan, analyze, and execute with the Ineos. Because right now he's got the job. He can start telling them who he wants as a director of football or who do they have in mind so he can start planning ahead and start putting these people in places. By the time I'm ready to start my job, we can start executing all our plans from day one. And I hope this is at the end of the season. I don't want this to be in July. He starts in July or in August. It has to be at the end of the season. As soon as the final whistle blows, Yellow Bar on Sky Sports that Berrada has started his job as soon as the final whistle blows.
Like Ten Hag, how Ten Hag came in.
Yeah, just straight early.
Yeah. That same timing, yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah. And that's it. And yeah, you lot run up the likes. Over 130 people in here. Run up the likes. Hit the like button on the video, whether you're watching this live or watching this back. All the Mandem's channels are in the title. So Ivorian, Dan's channel, Rhino's channel, Leon's channel, all 4 channels are in the title. So you click the links. You can open up the 4 tabs. Go subscribe to the Mandem and find all their socials through there as well. They're also underneath in the description as well. So you have no excuse whatsoever not to. And hit the subscribe button here. Road to 10,000 subscribers here. We're trying to get there expeditiously, people. And I just wanted to get to this from the business because I completely disagree with this. He says, I reckon De Zerbi is ready for the next step in his career. We need to understand where we are as a club. We're not getting any top manager right now. De Zerbi would be the perfect fit right now. It's not about getting a top manager. It's about aiming to get the best possible manager. All right, so say Liverpool would have had this thought process before they got Klopp. Where would they be? Where would they have been if they were like, all right, we can't go? No, it's about go get a competent manager who has won things. That's where I'm at. That's Klopp fits that profile. Ange fits that profile. It'll be interesting to see how Ange does his second and third season at Spurs. But so far, so good. But in particular, we'll use Klopp as the example. Liverpool were in the mud. They were even worse than in the mud. They was in the swamp before they got Klopp. They went and got a competent manager who had won things. He had won back-to-back Bundesliga with Dortmund. That's impressive. He'd also reached the Champions League final with Dortmund as well. So, like, why can't we go and do what Liverpool did and go get a competent manager who's won things? That's all I'm asking for. Why De Zerbi? Why is De Zerbi the bar? I don't get it. What has De Zerbi done to warrant a Manchester United job? Please, somebody let me know. Apart from perform well, is performing well as Brighton manager gets you the job. So say the next guy after him performs well. Is that where we're at? Without winning anything, you just gotta perform well at Brighton and get good results and play good football.
Flawless, I have a question for you.
Yeah, go on. Hear me.
Do you think, we have the capability, seeing as we've recruited this guy from City, do you think we could go and poach like a sick manager that's doing well at a team right now?
Absolutely. This whole myth as well, because it's a whole myth that we can't go get a top manager. Myth. You know why? Because
can we get like top 3 or something like in the world?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe so. Any
100%.
manager of those will love to be.
It's the project. It's the plan of the project, isn't it? Yeah.
Everyone wants to be that guy.
When Ancelotti was at Everton, when he was at Napoli, we could have got him.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because he went Napoli, who are nowhere near our level in terms of stature, and we also paid more money. We're also a bigger club than Everton and paid more money than Everton. So we could have went and got Carlo Ancelotti twice. So this whole myth, and also on top of that, we pay big money. What are we doing here? Most of us would most of us would go to the ends of the earth if it was a job that quadrupled our wages. What are we talking about?
Mm-hmm. And to add to that, Flawless, any manager, top managers want to be that guy that says, I am the guy that brought Manchester United back to success, I rebrought that legacy, and they want to leave a legacy. So yeah, we can pull any manager because they want to be that person. It's the huge challenge to be Manchester United manager, and on top of that, become successful in that role. It's an honor. And it's a statement that I was that guy that did this. They were shit before I came in here, but I'm the guy that made him the shit now. We've got the juice because of me. You know what I mean? So it's a
shit to the shit.
Is that what he's done? Is that, if I'm correct, you guys correct me if I'm wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the history he has with Barcelona and City? They were
he's done well where he's been.
Mm-hmm. I think so, because I'm not sure when he joined. I need to do the research.
Big Steve was talking about it the other day on Saeed's.
What did he say?
Big up Steve.
They couldn't say specifically what he does, but he does like the sponsorship stuff, and he
Barca.
Barca, City, and somewhere else as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think he's
LinkedIn profile.
I think he's part of the group as well. He does like the group with
just 1 second. Even though this is a United show, just clarify. Big up to you, Donna C, in the chat, Hyper Edits. Anybody's welcome to watch the show and be in the chat. Doesn't matter who you support. You don't have to be a United fan. Just to clarify. Just to clarify. You can get your questions in. Just keep them United related, because this is the Manchester United show.
Man. Big up Hyper Edits as well, man. We're coming to Villa, man. We're going to rinse out Villa. We're going to get that youth in midfield at the RB.
So big up Hyper Edits, right? G, Donna C. It's good to see new, you know what I'm saying, other teams here and outside the top 6 as well. So big up.
Leon, let me just say, to support you, he was head of sponsorship from Barcelona to 2004 to 2011. He joined City in 2011 as head of international business development, then got promoted to director of partnership sales in 2013. Then 2015, senior VP of the group commercial director. 2016, chief operating officer, and then now he will be CEO. So that is someone that's progressing rapidly within
he's hungry,
within 9 years.
Yeah, he's hungry. I think as well, Steve was saying that he's basically like he's part of connecting the football to the commercial side as well. So obviously you probably read that already and stuff. Steve was just basically saying that he's a man that wants a challenge in it, because obviously he came on with the energy to start off with saying like, don't come at us, bro. We've already got people rare, because a lot of the United fans have been going at Steve saying that we took your guy in rare, but I think he's just hungry for a new challenge.
And Steve said it's a good move. He said, as a City fan, he's saying it's a good move. Yeah,
when you win the quadruple and then you go and take another challenge, it doesn't surprise me. It just shows your mindset in it. So.
It is. And to the business who says, De Zerbi is right now until a better manager is available. A shout. He's all about maximizing performance out of what's available. That's the new ethos with Brailsford. 1, Brailsford ain't got the job yet. 2, why is De Zerbi the best manager we can get? We can get a better manager than De Zerbi.
Mm-hmm.
Why is De Zerbi the best? No. De Zerbi's the best. Exactly. We should be discovered. De Zerbi's the best known manager in our world and in our bubble. He's one of the best.
Would you say he's better than Emery?
No.
Emery's got trophies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This is like just say anything.
Man's a winner.
He's not better than Emery, but I didn't want to get into the back and forth for who's better. In our bubble, definitely De Zerbi's one of the better managers, but our bubble's small. There's hundreds of thousands of managers managing all across the globe. We don't know 1%. We don't know 10% of the managers managing. What are we talking about? There's managers everywhere, all across the worldwide country. Well, worldwide, I should say, across all countries. We don't know where there's leagues with 20 teams or 15 teams. What are we talking about there? There's hundreds, I should say, not hundreds of thousands, hundreds of managers. We can't find someone better than De Zerbi. Of course we can.
A happy edit said, "Don't sign Emery." He said, "Don't sign Emery."
I wouldn't sign Emery either. But to answer your question, Emery's a better manager than De Zerbi.
He's more accomplished. He's more accomplished. Here's the thing, yeah. How many managers do we know in the Prem that come like De Zerbi's and trying to think of some names actually? To be fair, it's just gone out of my head.
Potter.
Not necessarily. Yeah, Potter.
You mean of his ilk, what he's accomplished? Okay.
Like the guy at Brentford. How many guys did we follow their career before they came to the Premier League? BA people. There's bare managers out there.
There's nothing. This time last season, who was talking about the Girona manager? Not a soul.
Yeah.
Now people are mentioning him. Let him go. Let's say he wins La Liga. He's going to be a lot of people going to be like, yeah, go and get such and such. I still don't know his name now. What is his name? You like in the chat?
Yeah,
I thought his name was Girona for a second.
I couldn't even pronounce the team's name properly. That's how you know.
Yeah. All I'm saying is, it's like when people say, "Oh, the market's dead." No. The striker market's dead, or the midfielder market's dead, or the market's dead in our bubble.
Oh, is that his name?
Yeah, Mikel Sanchez Munoz. We'll just call him Mikel, innit?
Okay. No value in the market.
Yeah, call him Mikel. The market's dead in our bubble. In the players that we know, hundreds of thousands of footballers applying their trade all across the world. There's going to be a player that none of us know right now that next year, 2025, we'll be saying that's £100 million player. No one was talking about Caicedo year before. Before he went Brian, who knew Caicedo? Now he's regarded as one of the best central midfielders in the league. What are we doing here, man? This unknown, same way with managers. No one was talking about Ange. Nobody, not a soul, was talking about.
To give credit,
Ange.
The only one person I saw talking about Ange was Hugh from Big Six, but he's from that area, innit? So and he watches that league.
He's cheating, man.
And he told them, trust me. He was saying to Tobes, you lot need to get Ange. And it's funny how things turn out. But you're right. He wasn't in talks about at all. I didn't even have a clue about him at all.
I didn't know about Ange at all. You know what I'm saying? Like the point I'm making is like excluding the likes of Jez and like Kaneki and Steve, and because they watch.
Yeah, the minority, innit? Yeah,
crazy. They're the minority. I'm talking about the general. When people say, "Oh, there's no managers out there," nonsense. You watch max 5 leagues. Max, you watch 5 leagues. How many leagues are in the world? How many countries in the world are like apply? Like, what are we doing here, man? Like, let's stop. Let's stop this, man. 5%. That's the exception. That ain't the rule. Like, De Zerbi's the be all and end all. If he is, we're screwed. We should just pack it in now. It's a wrap. Show's over. If he's the be all and end all, like, come on, man, what are we doing out here? Big up to Matthew, who says, I'm not interested in De Zerbi. Get me the Girona manager. Michel Sanchez, he plays proper football, certainly gets the best out of his players, or even Xavi Alonso, he's doing great at Leverkusen. If either of them two win their domestic league, then their stock's gonna rise. People gonna look at them.
And bring that youth from Leverkusen as well. I'll take him. That Vitsu, he's hard. The little dribbler guy. The German, he's hard, bro. Yeah, he is solid.
What position does he play?
He plays like attacking mid, innit, and wing. Like, he's cold, bro. He just dribbles. He's like Musiala a little bit, but different kind of style, innit? And also, give me Frimpong, yeah. And rinse out that squad. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Man said, I recommend you sign the Everton, man.
I know. I had to laugh.
But that being said, switching lanes, well, this rumor came out, I believe it was yesterday. Anthony and Sancho, both supposedly Manchester United,
I see this.
trying to sell them to the Saudi League, 50 million a piece. Right now, what you telling me? Thoughts? Would you do it? What are you saying?
Bye.
I can't lie. Honestly, if I had to be real, Anthony most. Like, listen, you ain't gotta ask me twice. Sancho, if he fits in within the vision of what the footballing whatever want, then cool. Because I'm biased. I like Sancho as a player. I don't agree with everything that, all these actions. But as a player, I like him. But I still have my doubts with it. It's mad because everyone's gonna look at the whole German league and say, "Oh, look what he's doing." But bro, we know there's a player there, but we just don't know if it's the Premier League thing. So that's one thing that's hanging over my head. Is it the Premier League or is it Man United that spoiled him? You know what I'm saying? So Yeah. But in terms of cashing in and getting the next refreshing and restarting, and not going back to these, you know what I mean? I'm all for it. So yeah, I wouldn't be Anthony definitely, but Sancho I'll be happy both ways. I wouldn't mind. You feel me? Anthony needs to go, bro. I stuck up for this guy, you know, Mr. Dos Santos. I stuck up for him. I was telling the man, give him time. It's fine. He just needs the players around him. That's why at the start of the stream, I had to say to myself, let me forget excusing players. Oh, you know, he just needs that guy to overlap so that he can pop. Bruv, that man plays like he's been shot in his foot, bruv, and it annoys me, bruv. You know, like when I don't know if you guys remember, you guys are old enough, to watch Karate Kid. When he had to practice holding up his leg and then he do that. Bro, that's Anthony, bruv. I swear down, bruv. Anthony, bruv. But yeah, man, Anthony must go. I swear down. Garner must go and Anthony must go.
No, man. Anthony works hard, man. He tracks back. Allow it, man.
Defensive winger. Defensive winger. Yeah, you're backing.
Hey, left wing back, you might do all right. What are you saying, Dan? Would you sell them both? They're saying 50 million a piece.
Yeah, I mean, I hear it. I hear what Rhino's saying about Sancho under different regime, manager and stuff like that. They could get the best out of him, and he can most likely flourish under someone else because we see what he's capable of, and he is a good player. But at the same time, I do question like his mentality a lot of times. But
definitely.
That's here or there. But yeah, man, Anthony, everyone I think at this point knows that he's never been the guy. He was a bad signing. Same with, he falls under the Onana bracket. Unfortunately, Ten Hag failed with those signings there. And yeah, man, if we can get some big P's for them, then do it, man, as part of this whole refresh and stuff of, you know, contracts and XYZ. Getting suitable players for the system you want to try and implement and that, because at the end of the day, Ten Hag was talking all this nonsense about you can't play Ajax ball, but then you got Anthony and that, and then it's just all very disjointed and very confusing as to why you purchase certain players, but then you're not using them. I don't know, like it's just weird, innit? Like I don't get it. I'm just very confused. But yeah, man, if we get an opportunity to sell them, then cool. But they won't be the first priority for me to get rid of in terms of, you know.
I'm with Leon with the priority story. Yeah, what Leon mentioned earlier.
Yeah, man. Yo,
get rid of everyone's a priority to me. But
get me a manager that gets rid of Bruno. Get me a manager that gets rid of Bruno. Yeah, I'll roll out for a party. I'll take that Ray nephew up to outside Old Trafford and meet the manager for a party.
I hear it. I mean, these guys that have been here for flipping ages, man, like they should be the first ones to go. Obviously, there's no particular order, but I mean, they should be. Like, because I'm sick of them.
Shaw's, Marshall's good, but yeah.
How much money you can generate from Maguire,
Rashford,
McTominay, Rashford, and Bruno, bro? That's like 6 or 7 players, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Slap Shaw in there as well, man.
Man. The highest
everybody in there, man. Your name's on the squad. Like, throw your name on there. You know what I'm saying? This is the sale, man. Jumbo sale, man. Everybody can go, man. It's just on the front garden, man. Yeah, man. So
you know what it is, man. Them we just care that as long as the line is there. You know when you watch the movies where they're all lining up and they're all gonna go one by one. We just hope that the line is there, and we know. Listen, you're all going at some point, but you know we just want that line to be formed. You know that chopping block line.
They have to. You know? They have to with this shake up and that. They're gonna look silly if they don't. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this Omar guy, like these man, we're seeing the right signs in it. And don't be surprised if all these men just get binned off. Like, and that's what we want to see. That's what needs to happen. Like, don't get confused. That needs to happen, isn't it?
It's going to take time. I think in the short term, it's like 3 or 4. That's going to make a big difference if you move there in 3-4. Like they just next season alone.
Yeah.
So
you know when? Quick question, you guys. You know when? Because I know when Arsenal were coming up, I didn't really watch. I wasn't really watching football. But you know when they did the big clear out, what team has done like such a big clear out like in such a short space of time?
Chelsea did it.
Chelsea, yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, serious.
That was inspiring, you know. That was inspiring still, yeah.
That's why when people say, "Oh, you can't get rid of 4 or 5 players," of course you can.
Pay off their contracts.
It's a myth. If you want to get rid of 4 or 5 players, you can get rid of 4 or 5 players. Oh, they're all big money. All right, so how come Sancho's now in Germany?
And you get the double whammy as well. Like you take Maguire off them when he's on.
The way Man United been moving up until now, it's like the players that contracts need to be terminated, they extend them. You're like, what the fuck? What is that?
Yeah, because
Quick question, guys, as well. Sorry, Leon. Do you
We
think,
sell values. That's what
you know,
I
if
think.
Sancho
We
cooks
do
in
as well.
Dortmund, yeah?
We do. We
If Sancho-
performing poorly, and then their contracts coming
Here you
along.
go.
Like-
Stay to
Like, hey guys, let's just do the complete opposite. Like,
You know what
just
it's
piss
like,
everyone
yeah?
off.
You know what it's like? It's like
Off
the
New
man
Deal.
that buy. Well, I'm thinking what car. It's like the man that buy like a Skoda Fabia or Octavia or something, and they just put.
And
their
the
money
kid
into it.
are mad.
Yeah, like press plate, kit up, rare, and it's like, bro, it's only worth
It's
like
bad
5
at your
bucks,
job,
innit?
bro.
Like, boom, and then it's like, yeah, it's mad. But yeah, Mario,
You know, you lot, yeah? Do you feel like if Sancho cooks in Dortmund, we can get like, no, I won't say the money that we pay because we overpaid, but to a degree, even though he was kind of the hottest talents. But I reckon, I'm feeling like if he starts cooking again and everyone sees it, that he still got it, we might be able to get good money back for him, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do something,
He's a world talent,
Especially
bro.
if he
But
does
it's what I want. Yeah, come back. I thought getting rid of him.
Yeah,
Bring him
listen,
back.
listen, Leon. That
I
is
love
dead
that
to
still.
me, man. We all would love it, but if it never worked out the first time, and me and
No,
Flawless have sat here and said he
no,
lacks the P and P,
no,
which is the pace and power.
no,
He can't hang in the Premier League, man.
no,
It's clear to
no.
see. No, listen to
I
you
agree.
something.
If you get big money for him,
See.
then sell him, bro.
No, sell
He
him,
wanted
man.
to do
Sell
style
him.
of play. I thought he wanted to
Sell
do
him.
style of play. I thought he wanted
No, he can't do it here,
Yeah,
man.
he
Big
wanted
man
to- one of
thing.
the
He
best
just
ones
can't
out.
do it here. And on top of that,
No.
one of the reasons why I was saying no anymore, let's move on, is because we've had so many back line
Listen, return
headers
the
and
Max.
etc. All these kind
Martial,
of things.
Ronaldo.
I'm at that point.
I am tired of the remontadas.
Yeah,
I hear that.
I'm at that point. I want
He's not
peace.
in that
I want
category. Don't
peace.
put my guy in that category. He's not.
No. He's in that category. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
Kinda like
I'm
Eddie,
sorry,
man.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. He's
Right.
duff moments. He's EastEnders drama out here, bro.
Okay,
Every
so let's say
time.
hypothetically. Leon, let me ask you a question. Hypothetically speaking, Sancho balls out of Dortmund, plays well, does well in the Bundesliga. They go to the semi-finals of the Champions League. They get knocked out, but he plays well. He comes back. We get 60 million for him from Dortmund. Are you selling him?
Leon's ready to answer. Look, he wanted this question. He wanted it.
Are you selling him?
No, the pure idiot, you know. That wasn't where I was going with the conversation, man. Allow that, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, sorry for trying to move the conversation along.
Yeah, I was trying to cook our boring. I'm trying to cook some good.
Where was cooked the eye with the spice in it because we cooked already yesterday. Hey,
And
fam.
you lot are
Boil
killing
that
me.
meat off. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna boil that thing.
Hey,
Yo, pause. Yo, I need to get out of there,
Oh my gosh.
bro.
No, you lot are killing me.
I always forget to pause, man. Rhinos.
Go on, Leon. Are you selling him, man?
I
I know you want to be part of the light skin defense league, but you gotta be honest, bro.
Okay, cool. It's a hard decision for me. I know you man are saying dash him and get the money because when I look at world football right now and what he can offer this team in a good system, which is what we're trying to create, more technical, holding on to the ball more. That's not what we're trying to create that, yeah.
Sancho's a baller, man.
He epitomizes all of that. Now, this narrative that it hasn't worked out at United, yeah, has he reached his potential? No. Okay, United, yeah. Has he had the environment to reach his potential? No. He's not been coached the whole time. He's been here.
It's
And
been
you got to
3
remember,
years.
yeah. I don't care. You know what it is? I don't care. Yo,
true,
I don't
though.
care. It can be 6. You know what I mean? I don't care. Pogba never got his potential. Trust
Yeah,
me.
like I say, what I'd say about it is I'm not actively fighting to keep him. It's more so is he like, don't get me wrong, Sancho's super talented. I'm just tired of everybody. I'm just tired of everybody.
Oh, yeah, we
you know,
know
like
that.
when you're with your
You're
brothers.
getting rid of Mino.
Why is Leon riding him so hard?
I'm not getting rid of him. I'm not getting rid of him.
paused that,
No.
though.
It's a relax, blood.
I'm not getting rid of Mano. Well, like, let me just clarify that the youngsters who have not been involved, but it's like, yo, you know, like when you were younger, like you and your cousins was just taking liberties, and everybody gets in trouble. That's why I kind of feel like with Manchester United. That's where I'm at with it, man. I'm just tired of it.
Hey, what?
Wait,
Look,
can I finish?
Eddie's on your
Exactly.
side.
Yo, it's me and Eddie versus you two right now.
Big up Eddie. Big up Eddie.
This look up, yeah.
Big up Eddie.
Bro.
Don't be like
Sancho will cook.
No, don't big up. Eddie, what you doing,
Sancho
my
will
brother?
cook.
No, right.
Eddie, what you doing?
Right.
Hey, Leon. Leon, what are you saying? This got the ring hook. Yeah, no.
Them
Just to carry on
Sancho
from what
fans piss
I
me
don't
off.
know. I just Yeah, I get it. You know, who have we had come back? I saw Marshall left and come back.
Yeah, it came back and it didn't work out.
Ronaldo.
People have said goodbye and they come back. I'm like, I think you said goodbye. You gave us a goodbye post and you're back, Marshall.
Well, May settings. Welcome back. Welcome back.
We can't do that, bro.
Yo,
but Leo, go on. Sorry, Leo, go on.
Go on, Leo.
Wait there. Just wait there. You know what I mean? Cook it. Right. So basically, yeah. At the same time as well, yeah, we've always had one technical player in the front three or one technical player in the midfield and two Wallies, yeah. So he doesn't get a fair chance. At the end of the day, yeah, Martial and Sancho have the same thing in common. When they play, they make an impact on the team.
Yeah.
Full stop.
And then Rashford was the Wally in a sense. Yeah.
But don't try and I'm not having people like just saying that it's not worked out and rare. There's so many factors when it comes to this, yeah. It's not fair. Like we for years, what we've done is we've bought one technical player, put him up front and gone, oh yeah, it don't work. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you buy one ingredient when it needs bare for a recipe, yeah, it ain't gonna work. Yeah, it's not gonna work. So at the end of the day, yeah, I think it's really hard to go out in world football right now and buy that quality. I know for a fact, if you bring him back, you buy another striker and you buy another quality winger, we look completely different up front.
Man.
We shall see, yeah. We shall see, Leon. But for 350k per week or 300k, I haven't seen anything that tells me.
Yeah, but I don't compare quality to the wage, bro. That's just his management.
No, but I'm talking about on the pitch. I'm talking about on the pitch.
You don't do the whole wage thing.
The wage and on the pitch. What you get paid and what I see on the pitch doesn't relate at all, man. That's what I'm talking about. On the pitch is the major issue.
Your management have negotiated a good deal for you, so it doesn't mean that all of a sudden, because your management got you a bonus deal, that you've all of a sudden got to be. That doesn't work for me. Do you know what I mean? Wages.
Mate, we paid you that money based on your quality and your talent, yeah, and your talent ain't talented on the pitch.
Man United
ain't doing it.
3 years. Went to the bank and robbed
Leon, if your girl's been messing up for 3 years, are you gonna stay? Because that's what Sancho's been doing for 3 years. He's not been acting right.
Out here that can hustle the way.
Leon, are you gonna stay?
I'm not gonna blame them.
Leon, are you gonna stay
right now, bro?
Leon, answer the question. Are you gonna stay
right now in Hakkasan eating £1,000 meals? I'm not gonna say
no more, Leon. Say no. You know what? Are you gonna stay if your girl's not acting right for 3 years?
Let me finish my thing. Yeah, there's 4 out of 10 girls in Hakkasan right now who've got no game in the bedroom. Yeah, and they're getting what they want right now. Yeah, it doesn't mean it don't mean that because she can't perform in the bedroom. Because the lace front's looking a bit mad, and because you know what I'm saying, she's getting the Hakkasan, she's getting driven around in the cars, and she's going to Horrors. You know what I'm saying?
Say no more.
Listen. I respect your opinion. I just feel like when I see quality, I'll give it time to unleash. That's just the way I am.
And Leon, I'm like you. I hope. Because I was hopeful.
We can't let that one slide.
Like him. No.
You see what Leon did? You see what Leon did there?
I know he did.
We let it unleashed. I see that. Yeah.
He's unleashing the sport, innit? One thing I say, no, Leon. Before you go, I said, I'm hopeful, just like you, because I like Sancho.
No, don't come back on it now.
No. I'm hopeful it can work out, but again, it hasn't. But if he comes back, let's hope it can work out. But my mind is made up that he has to move on. Because what has happened, you know, and you can't go back from that. He has to move on. Just like Anthony needs to go, Sancho also needs to go, you know, because I can't.
I know, but I can't lie. Nacho's capping though. He's not a lazy player at Dortmund. He's not a lazy player.
I wish it worked out, but it didn't work out.
I've got something for you.
Hold up. Yeah,
big up Saeed.
Big up to Saeed in the court. Make sure you not subscribe to his channel. Yeah, let's not say there's nothing to decide. Sancho is not a lazy player.
He's not.
You can say you don't rate him. You can say he's not performed well. I hear all of those.
Not lazy, bro.
I think Leon went to get his boxing gloves.
But also,
Leon, where's the boxing gloves?
Yeah, he's not a lazy player. That's cap. He's not a lazy player.
You need a pair of these, my brother. You need a pair of these, my bro. Yeah, you need a pair of these.
Hey, Leon, guess what? Hey, Leon. I'm wearing it right now, bro. Leon, I'm wearing it right now, bro. So, what you
yeah, louder.
Man, it's a Crocs thing, man. It's a Crocs thing, man. It's a Crocs thing, man. It's a Crocs thing, man.
But the other thing I was going to say.
Randall says it's a Crocs thing. It's a Crocs thing.
It's a Crocs thing, man. Trust me.
The other thing I was going to say is, nowadays in this modern era, like years ago, you could go to the market. Like Flawless was talking earlier about the teams that we used to have years ago, and we used to have like loads of quality and Tevez and Rooney and Ronaldo and blah blah blah. the lack of quality in the world right now, I just know for a fact. I'm really confident with this. And go on and ball. Man. You're going to see.
You're breaking up a little bit, Leon. You're breaking up a little bit.
What about now?
I'm not buying this, Leon, man.
Sancho. Danny,
I
remember I
he's
said
not
this,
having
yeah?
it.
Danny, I remember I said this, yeah? In the middle of January, so middle to end of January in 2024, yeah, Sancho will go on to play for like a Real Madrid or Barcelona and ball out. Remember I said that?
Yeah, like Pogba did, yeah?
Pogba's injuries is the only thing, but there's no doubt of his quality. Not a single doubt of his
bro.
quality, bro. Not a doubt.
Bro, Pogba was one of my favourite players at Man United Academy when I first saw him.
I just don't. I think Sancho is just here. I just don't think it's the fit. I
Exactly.
don't think it
That's
the wrong
point.
club.
There's a lot more.
I think it's just the wrong. I think it's just the
Wrong club,
right player,
wrong
but
time,
he's just
wrong
the wrong club. Just wrong.
Bro, you're
time.
overselling these these technical players. Yeah, you're right. They're good technical players, but there's a lot more than just being technical that's involved, bruv.
But
that's
don't
why we
question
didn't
his
see the
mindset.
action.
Man have got this
Whether that
narrative
be
of-
injuries, whether that be anything, bruv.
Yeah,
Like
but
what
the thing is,
I've already said, your time is up, bro. Regardless, like we remove our feelings and like who our favorites
No
are.
feelings, bro.
Like
Just
simply, your
no
time is
feelings,
up, bro. Well, for
Okay,
whatever
okay,
reason,
okay.
let's move on, bro.
So, Danny, you've been pushing.
And furthermore, let me finish. Yeah,
Leon, let him land.
Oh,
Let him
shit.
land and then respond. Go on, let him
Oh,
land and then you respond.
shit.
Yeah, go on.
And your point
Go
about
on.
there's not players out here in the bruv. That's not our job. Where's our scouts then? Where's our big boy scouts, bruv? That can find the next. You know what I'm saying? Like, look how many players there are in the world, bruv. You're telling me there's not another freaking Sancho, and furthermore, on top of that, better than Sancho. There's bare man better than this guy, bruv. I'm telling you, bruv.
Name
but
three.
we need to get them and find them.
Name three.
I don't know. I told you it's not my job, bruv. Not my job. It's the scouts. So I don't need to name them. Like what we're talking about, even with the manager situation. At this point, we don't know who the guy is, but you're at the club. You got a role. Play your role. Assign and get the best players and people for the positions, bro. It's not our job.
Yeah. Well, in response to that, I respect your opinion, 100%. Yeah,
I respect yours as well, my friend.
But there's something we need to pull up on, and big up my guy Eddie in the chat, man. Danny,
no, don't big up Eddie once again.
Get the hate out of your heart, man. Get the hate out of your heart, man. Do you know what I mean? Get the hate out of your heart. No, because you know what it was. Danny questioned a few streams ago about Sancho's mentality. Stop running
100%.
with this narrative about his mentality. If his mentality was so bad, yeah, why were the YGs clapping him off like he was on the wing in jail when he left the club, bro? Why were the YGs running, bro? Why were the YGs bigging him up like he was just fresh home and he was the man in jail?
Yeah,
bro?
but why happened to his own teammate? But look at that. Look at what happened to his own teammates.
Bro,
his own teammate didn't congratulate him.
Bro, I don't believe what the media put out. I don't believe
No, but no. All the young G's clap. Vinicius Jr. said, "Well done, Bellingham." But why? What about his own teammates that said, "You know what? I'm happy for you. Come back."
His teammates have never had a problem.
I didn't see anything. I saw the pictures. I looked at all the comments. No teammates said wished him good luck. That says a lot of things.
Rashford and all them man was on the post and that.
No, you maybe the Twitter post.
Anyway, regardless,
Rashford did. You know what? You know how we know Rashford.
I know he smashed the like.
No, Rashford did wish him good luck because when Rashford celebrated the game after when he scored, I think it was against Spurs, and then he said whatever the celebration was when he was doing this, he said it was, he was pointing at the badge. He was saying that was to the people who didn't think he was all for Manchester United because he celebrated Sancho. It's like, Rashford clapped for him. Don't get mistaken. Like, this whole thing, like, again, people do too much with Sancho. I say this all the time.
Exactly.
You want to criticize his performances? Cool. I've criticized his performances. I don't think, even despite him not having the best possible platform, he has performed to a level he can. If he had performed to a good level or a level I think he can because of the talent he has, I go, all right, you've not delivered it. That's not solely on you. Does that mean he's lazy? In my opinion, no. Does that mean he has a terrible mentality? Does that mean that he's not going to be successful elsewhere? I've said this. Sancho will be successful wherever he goes. He's been successful before here, and I think he'll be successful once he leaves. I just don't think he is the right fit for Manchester United.
That's fair. Do you know what I mean?
I think he's in a set. I think it's a set system you need because of that. Because of his lack of physicality, you have to play him central in the correct system in the Premier League.
I get that. Yeah.
I find it strange that player coming. Yeah, but that's how I find it strange. A player that's come through the English academy, playing football here at a youth age, when we already know that when you play football here, it's very tough as well, and it requires strength. And the fact that you've gone through every age level all the way up to City, and then you go to Germany, and all of a sudden you come back to the Premier League where you're born and bred, and you're struggling.
No, it's because of the lack of physical attributes, man. You don't have
Maybe-
there's no
yeah.
there's no player who take Manchester City out of it because they are like the
Mhm.
exception to the rule. But even when you look at players that play out wide, take the top 8 teams. If you're not agile, balance, acceleration, sprint speed, if you don't have those things, you're not going to succeed here. You're not.
And Flawless, that's
Like,
what
that's
annoys
what it
me
is.
about City fans that cuss us that we spoke Sancho. You lot shotted him
We did,
yourself.
we did.
Like,
Yeah, you spoiled it for a reason. You shot him for a reason.
You
Pep
they shot him for a reason. Like,
That's the
they
other
sold
thing
it
as
for a
well, yeah.
reason.
I've already carried on what you were saying. You're breaking down Sancho a bit more. Carry on.
No, don't even try it with me, man. No. Next person, brother.
Now Sancho's a baller. I'm just gonna leave it as that.
And you
Sancho's
know what?
baller.
You know what?
He's a baller, though. He's a baller.
Let me ask you a question. Do you rate?
Bro, I know so
Diallo?
many sick ballers personally. They ain't made it as a footballer. Why?
Okay, fair enough. Danny and Ivorian.
I'm just saying, I hear you. I hear both sides, but I'm just going by what I've seen and just the impression I get for a lot of things. It takes more than just being a good baller to actually be a good baller, is what I'm saying. You need a consistency. You need a certain mentality. You
everything.
need a certain work ethic.
But who said
Yeah.
he's not
Then when I'm seeing Sancho, like certain little clip, I don't know, man, like something.
Didn't you see him point to his head when he scored? Like he's got the mentality.
Yeah, like little
bro.
things, and then he
Trust
didn't
me.
snap up my man way back, man, when he come off for the substitute. Like mere little things. It just builds up a case for me. I'm just like, I don't really.
Wait, hold up. Who didn't he dap up?
No, when he was coming off the bench for like Foden or something time ago, when he played for City, little shit. That's what I'm saying. It compounds over time.
Hold on, that video.
I'm not saying just because of that.
That's when they were young. They were young, man.
No, I know, but
Flawless. Do all of us on the chat just mute these two for a sec? I can't hear this no more. This slander, this is crazy. Do you know what I mean? Just
Oh no! You in this light skin defense league, bro. Let it go, man. Danny's had enough of this light skin defense league.
there's a reason why. And we don't see everything. We don't see everything behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yo, man, I mentioned
just to
things
clarify,
years ago and being like,
I'm not saying that's the sole reason.
and there's no.
You need to hear what I'm saying. It compounds little things that I've seen
Get the
over
waffles in.
time.
Where's Stuffy? Get the waffles in, Stuffy. Come on.
Can we have one voice,
to
please?
Eddie,
Don't
because
try and
Eddie
twist
asked
up
that. He
my
said, "Has any player thrived in our system who succeeded at United?" That's what it
Eddie.
is, Eddie. Because I'm not saying he should have thrived or succeeded. I'm saying he should have performed better. He's good enough to play 5, 6 out of 10. He hasn't done that.
I'm just saying, man, our expectations now, bro. Like, I ain't got no agendas. I'm saying all of these players.
Dan, can I ask you a question? Yeah. So what? Dortmund are in Champions League. Yeah. Can Sancho play in the Champions League, or is he cup? Is he tired?
No, he's not cup time. No.
So if he balls out in the champs, yeah. What are you still? Are you like if he starts doing a mad thing?
And don't be silly with it, Danny, man.
I'll be real. Like I hear. I can see both sides of the argument, but it's like also what Ivorian said. We tried it, it didn't work for whatever reasons, bro. Like even if it's whatever reason, like it don't matter. Let's just move on, bro. Because I'm sick of I'm sick of everyone. I don't want to see man's faces again, bro. Like that's where I'm at with it.
I hear that.
Whenever you're good, then you're gonna come back stronger. I don't even care at this point, bro. Let's just get switch up.
This ain't no Aaliyah track.
Yeah, bro.
Don't succeed, you know.
We're
We're not gonna be trying again. We're not trying again.
Let that comment go over your head, yeah? If you're good and you come back stronger, we move on. What do you mean? You're good and you come back better.
I just explain why. Because what I've already said, we've been there. We've seen certain stuff. Like we can just move on, bro. Like, why not?
Right, basically, right. So you two rate Amad Diallo.
Yes, I'd rather just keep him, bro, and get.
So why did you rate Sancho? Because it's a similar style player. So why did you rate Sancho? Do you know what I'm saying? Why did you rate Sancho?
Well, because I ain't seen certain things from Diallo, and what I have seen is promising.
With Sunderland or Southampton? Which one was it? Sunderland.
So you won't want to see Amad Diallo, Sancho, and then some bad boy striker up front, and then we can have a load of attackers as well. Come on, man, Dan. Do you know what I mean? Come off it, you guys. You know what I mean?
I'm not trying to see Sancho out wide. If Sancho plays here, I need to see him centrally.
That's
another number 10 position. Bruno's position would be wonderful.
Him as a 10 or a false 9, I have no qualms with.
He will break the mad line still.
Ivorian, don't say wonderful. You already dashed him. Don't say wonderful.
What? No. Listen. Why do you feel like I don't like the guy?
Wonderful.
No, listen. That would be wonderful if he played in Bruno's position. Would be wonderful. Don't act like I don't like Sancho. I'm disappointed. The only reason I'm being like this is because I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. No. I'm just disappointed in Sancho, how it's all turned out. Yeah. Don't mean I don't like the guy. I'm a fan as well. I'm just disappointed. Yeah, but I've
That's what I
accepted
was-
the fact that
that's
we
what
need
I'm
to
at.
move on. Like it didn't work out.
Sancho, if you're watching this, ball out, get in the Champions League, because you've had 2 games.
Sancho, if he's watching, he's gonna cry, bruv. And
Yeah, no. If he sees this, he's gonna cry and tell his manager, and then his manager's gonna out you. Be like, why
You're
do you
not
speak
pointing
ill
it.
of
You're
a
not
player?
pointing it.
I've heard news.
Where's this?
You're not
Hold
pointing
up,
it, you're
hold
not
up.
pointing
Where's this
Exactly,
thing he's
so-
gonna cry? Where's this?
I'm joking, man. Look at the reaction.
Right,
Honestly, flawless reaction.
Hey, the day you tell Sancho you was late to reply to my message, Sancho, watch his manager come out of nowhere and say, "Yo, you
Wait,
shouldn't
no
talk about
clue.
it."
You might feel the agenda, man.
These
You might feel
man
the
are
agenda.
Sancho.
shameless.
I
These
love
are
you.
shameless. These man will watch Rashford all year, put up stinkers. Yeah, Rashford 2 games, 2 goal involvements.
No, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
No,
Don't do that to me.
no,
No. Leon. You're unleashing the sport. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, though, Leon.
I told you they all need to go.
Hey, you all need to go.
Yo, you man, yo,
Leon,
Ah,
love your
yeah,
Sancho.
Sancho's agenda.
You
I would say Agenda FC. When it started
No,
with
Agenda
Agenda
FC.
like,
No,
there's
no.
agendas, like-
Dan. He's not saying agenda. That's a show. Agenda FC. That's what he's talking about.
Okay.
Agenda
No,
FC is a
but
show.
in general,
Me and
though,
Lewis had-
people claim
Yeah,
agendas and all
And he's
favorites.
saying,
and
no,
all that.
He's saying this. No. He's saying this would be a good topic for the show because that was it.
No,
the
I
Agenda
know,
FC. That's
I
what-
get it.
yeah.
But I'm saying as well, because that comment just
That's a
reminded
hard
me.
show. That name
yo,
sounds
where's my
cold.
Fabriza? Danny, Eddie's right.
Me and Lewis need to
It stinks of the
Man
old
who's
girl
got
that you don't
agendas,
like.
claiming man has agenda. It's crazy. We live in a crazy world, man.
These are the same man that will keep answering. You know, you lot.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, Flawless, can you put the disclaimer on, please? We don't have that.
Hey, Leon is sick. You are
I don't
sick,
share
man.
that view. Put the
You
disclaimer
are
on.
sick, man.
Didn't hear him, man.
All views.
I repeat.
Hey, Leon is cold for that, man.
No, don't do that to me.
Wheel it. See if it is. I didn't even hear it.
Yeah, these are Leon's faults, none of my faults and expressions,
Yo,
bro.
Eddie, big up Eddie in the chat as well. Big up Eddie, my guy, man.
Oh, you
Eddie.
two should get a run, blood.
Oh, you know what you two? You man should get a room. Contemplate what you're talking about.
Nah, you better childish, man. Nah, you got
Childish.
yo,
Hey, Leon,
my
you're
dad's
childish, man.
You got a
Childish,
childish. Yo, my dad's bigger than your dad.
Childish.
You know what I'm saying?
My dad's bigger than your dad, you know.
You're serious, man. You might get a room, though. You two should get a room. Oh my god, yo. This is some childish shit, you know. You two should get a room. No, you two should get a room. Nah, you started it. You know? How old are you, man? Yo, nah, you started it.
21.
You started it.
I'm 40 according to Leo.
Anyways, continue to run up the likes. Big up my guy Eddie every single time. Eli, big up all the regulars, all the new people. You get the show here every Tuesday, 4:30 p.m. Are you not entertained? Make sure you click on the title. Ivorian, Dan, Rhino, Leon's channels are all in the title. Leon, let them know what you got coming up, where they can find you, all that good stuff.
Yeah, one you, man. Yeah, you see that?
Yo, get this blood.
Hey,
My
relax,
guy,
Leon.
done.
I'm gonna find
Five
the other
goal
two.
involvements for the end of the season. Done.
Hey, copyright.
Copyright.
Oh, sorry.
I remove
Careful,
that.
yeah.
Let them know where they can
You know
find
what you man are making me do? You man are making me not even think. Do you know what I'm saying? Man?
I'll lose your head, Leo.
Head gone.
What you saying? Large up all you, man. Do you know what I mean? Big up Rhino, big up Flawless, yeah. Bun these two. You know what I'm saying? I'm done. Round 2 next week. You know what I'm saying? I'm joking. Big up Ivorian, big up Danny, yeah. Yeah, you don't know.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Look
you
at the
see that?
control. Look at the control from Sanch.
You know what I'm saying? But,
And that's the Anthony one as well. You know what Anthony?
you know what we need, yeah? If Sancho gets 10 goal involvements between now and the end of the season, he's already got 2, yeah? You man have got to come on and do a public apology, man. Do you know
No,
what I'm saying?
fair.
Apology for what? I want him to do that. I want him to do well, bro.
You man are gonna have to
I
come
want
on
the
and
guy
say
to
I was
do well.
wrong. You're gonna have to say I was wrong.
Wrong about what? I want
I
him to
shouldn't
do well.
go.
I never
I
said I
shouldn't
don't
go.
want him to do well.
You man, this
He
is what
wants
you
him to
gotta
do
say,
well so we can shot him. That's right.
So you man have got to come
This
on
man
and say.
twisted up the whole thing, man.
You man have got to come on and say I'm not into the passion no more. I love technical ballers, and Leon was right. Yeah, that's what
I never said I don't love technical
That's what you
ballers. I don't know what.
But no, you know I love the show every week, innit? So yeah, it's good. It's getting momentum. Big up Sheik and all the guys and Eddie, my guy in the comments and that. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, big up Eddie, he's not your guy.
And yeah, man, people, Leon's Reality, that's where you can find me. Got some new content brewing as well for the YouTube channel. Obviously going down the documentary kind of routes. It takes a little while to do them, but we're gonna do a Sancho documentary. I decided, yeah, we're definitely gonna do that. You know what I mean? But I want to do one on I'm pipelining one to do with that Omar guy in it. So I'm doing a bit of research on his sort of stuff. So hopefully we got something dropped before the weekend. But yeah, big up Flawless, big up the man them. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
You already know. Rhino, same to you, man. What you got coming up over the next week and all that good stuff.
Yeah, big up the chat as always. Yeah, Rhino MGTV. Obviously, I got my Sunday shows 9 p.m. Leon's been part of it, and the man them here are free to join it whenever
Sunday
they're free.
Shows are lit,
innit? 100%. I'm gonna get on. 100%.
Yeah, red pill, blue pill content, football content during the week. Gonna be doing some music podcasts talking about the music industry and stuff that I do within that as well. But yeah, as always, man, like you, I love you guys in the chat, man. Love the interactions. You guys make sure you're liking the video. Like Flawless said, are you not entertained? But yeah, big up Danny, Ivorian, Leon as always. Flawless, always good for having. I'm always thankful for having me. And yeah, man, yeah, Rhino MGTV. Make sure you subscribe. And yeah, I've got some content coming up soon. You probably see some of these man on the channel as well. And yeah, man, as always, just like the video, man. Just like the video. That's the least you can do. You feel me? Yeah. But yeah, big up as always, man. Big up, big up.
Don't know. Same to you, Danny, man. What you got coming up? All that good
come
stuff.
on, man. Big up to everyone, man. Big up the man, them. And, you know, it's all love, Leon, man. Big up Leon, man. Big up Ivorian, Rhino, Flawless. Come on. Big up the chat, the comments every time. Smash a like, Sancho. Subscribe. Big up Sancho. Yeah, there's no agenda or hate. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is,
man. You
man.
can't mention his name. You can't mention
Jaden.
Voldemort thing. All right. Oh, cool. I can't mention Sancho though, but I hear you. Yeah, big up everyone, man.
Well, big up Anthony. You forgot to say big up Anthony. That's what you.
big up the spinner Rooney guy, Anthony, man. That mad man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Well, I got a few things coming up, man. But I don't want to talk on them. You'll just see in it. You'll see what it is. And yeah, Rhino, man. No, I'm definitely. It'd be interesting, man. I'd like to hop on one of your shows about like the blue pill stuff, red pill stuff.
Yeah. Always.
That's something I'm intrigued by myself. So yeah, man. Yeah. But big up to everyone, man. This was a great show, man. I enjoyed it, man. And big up Sarcasm City every time.
Always, yeah.
Ivorian, same to you, my Don.
First of all, big up to everyone that's tuning in. Big up to everyone here, especially the man them as well. Danny, Leon as well, Rhino, and Flawless. You know that Leon, you know it's so love, man. You know what I mean? Like
Leon's a real G, man.
Like a real G out here, man. He has to back his guy, bro. And I understand that, man. But yes, guys, what I've got this week, well, we've got the watch along, the FA Cup watch along, and of course, I should be releasing you a short video of an updated latest news regarding Manchester United. Hopefully something pops up on Thursday so I can do a little short video edit and just send that for you guys. And of course, I'm hoping that Ivory Coast still has a way of going through to the next round so I can do one more watch along for the African Cup of Nations, you know. So let's hope that, fingers crossed, that Ivorian Spice can remain Ivorian Spice. If we're not, get rid of Ivorian Spice and just call me Ice Spice for the rest of my life, because this country is just letting me down.
Oh wait, hold on. Funny enough, yeah, we had it because we spoke last week, innit? And you said that you versus your girl and that. Remember?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, how did that go?
She was dancing around the house.
You ain't gonna eat the food.
I did not eat enough. We had pizza for dinner. We went Italian. But bro, even when after we lost, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna deal with you tonight. She told me she's going to bed early, bro. She's like, so yeah, it was a good day, man. She trolled me throughout the whole entire night. The next day, I got trolled for 3 days, bro.
That's crazy.
It was hurt.
Be on your own patch. She should troll you, man. You got that's what it is, man. You got to, because you would have done the same if you would have beat them. You would have trolled her.
Yeah, I'm not forget, but boy. They didn't go my way.
I've already Women's Crush Wednesday as well, yeah? Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, guys, as always, Women's Crush Wednesdays. Make sure for you thirsty man them, which Flawless have said is everyone here. Yeah. Make sure you follow Reggie Night TV.
I'm putting out them hot ebonies, yeah?
Yeah, them hot ebonies, Becky's, you get me, them hot, you know, I don't discriminate. Shaniqua, Tanisha, you know, whatever you want, and Fatima, you know, I don't discriminate. You get me, Nadia's, you get me. Shabnam, you know, whatever.
Hey, big up to everyone who's locked in, man.
Go on.
You lot are real ones. And to Mark, who says you man need to have South Africa watch-alongs on the Twitch, my guy. You know what I'm saying? So for everyone who wants AFCON watch-alongs from Sarcasm City TV, over on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch, check out the schedule. You'll see all the AFCON watch-alongs. There'll be a preview that the man them will be holding down in regards to the round of 16 as well. I uploaded a video on the YouTube channel as well about it, people. So yeah, Sarcasm City TV Twitch. But again, subscribe to all the man them. Great show as always. Eddie, good to see you in the chat every single time.
By the way, Mandem, yeah, yo, make sure you man on Sunday 4:30, yeah. Don't forget, you man ready, yeah. Sunday 4:30. What's going
on Sunday 4:30?
Just for Ivorian and Danny in it, because that's when Dortmund are playing next. Sunday 4:30.
That was good. That was good. Hey, big up to Ryan G. De Niro says good show. Eli says, great show, great show, fellas. Banjo said the same thing. Good show as always. Big up to Sean, says big up Flawless and the Mandem as well. Anderson say John Ingleton says Sarcasm City TV, biggest entertainment sports channel on the YouTube. We trying, man. That's the aim, man, covering all these sports. So hit the like button here, subscribe. I dropped the links in the chat. Before I go, don't forget, people, this show on all the other shows on the YouTube channel, apart from watch-alongs, are available on audio-only platforms. So wherever you listen to podcasts, wherever you listen to music, type in Sarcasm City TV, and this show and all the other shows will pop up. Like I always say, man, if you want to listen while you're cooking, while you're cleaning, while you're driving, maybe you're at work, maybe it's like Ivorian where your nation beat your partner's nation and you're trolling in the kitchen. You might want us on in the background on the audio platform. So yes, Spotify people, follow us 5-star us, Sarcasm City TV. Follow us and 5-star us on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcast. All you iPhone users, 5-star us, leave us a review. Same with SoundCloud or wherever you listen to podcasts. Big up to all the audio listeners, because I see the numbers going up on a monthly basis. So love to everyone that's locked in. Banjo said he enjoyed the show. Big up to you. We're back here tonight. We got 2 shows coming up here back tonight. So doing the most. It'll be 8 p.m. people. I didn't do it yesterday. So that's the Premier League show. And then midnight, the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, where we'll be hoping Chelsea get knocked out by Middlesbrough. And then we're over on the Sarcasm City TV gaming channel for Pro Clubs people. So there'll be 2 Pro Club streams as well. But yeah, man, love to everyone that's locked in. We're going to go to Rance's stream now because I'm live there in 10 minutes, people. So love to everyone that's locked in. Actually, 1 second. All right, wait. Yeah, you know what? Monts is going live. But you lot, make sure you head over to Rance's stream anyway, because that's where I'll be in 10 minutes. But Monts is live on Big Six Fans, so we're going to raid him. Give me 1 second. Literally just going to switch this around now. But again, people, are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? 1 second. Literally going to...
I know
good
Sunday
job.
4:30, I'll be entertained. So it is what it is,
Yes,
isn't it?
What are you saying, Leon? The zone and that, yeah? The zone and that.
Are you man doing the bet then?
Huh?
Are you man actually doing the bet in regards to if he gets goal involvements?
Yeah, these man have got these man. No, they're not taking that.
That'll be 3-on-3, innit? If he gets another one, innit? Cool. That's crazy.
10 before the end of the season, you man. Yeah, you got the big
check to take that,
yeah. No, that's cool. I like that.
We closing out, people. Love to everyone that's locked in.
Peace.
This has been the Mandem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.